Can y'all hear me? I think I was talking on mute. Did y'all hear anything I just said? Y'all let me know. Oh Lord, Liz B said no sound. So I was talking on mute. Lord, I'm so sorry. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me now. I think I was still on mute. I thought I put a. Oh, there it is. Can you hear me now, Liz B? Y'all can't hear me? Oh, you hear me now? Okay, good, great. I was on mute, child. And I was just talking. Well, let me say again, happy Wednesday, everybody. Thank y'all so much for joining me. Happy hump day, y'all. It is hump day. I hope everybody had a blessed, beautiful day. Okay? I hope y'all have a blessed, beautiful evening. We're going to get into it now. Like I was saying before I, realized I was muted. Um, I think I got some announcements, but I hadn't written anything down. I'm all discombobulated right now, but I'm gonna start back writing down stuff I need to say to y'all before I get the show started. I used to do it a long time ago, but Lord, and I don't know why I don't do it now because my memory worse than it was then. But anywho, if I think of anything, I'll stop myself and say it. But glad to see y'all. Glad to see y'all. I did not go live this morning. But I will be live in the morning. Okay, y'all. With that being said, y'all remember the other day when we was talking about Miss Takara? Um, we stumbled across this story of Reagan Hancock, right? So for those of you all, let me also drop the link just in case anybody wants to hit the panel. Let's see. Oh, let's see. Okay, T, if you would grab that link, on who else I got in here as a mod? Let me see. T, Miss Gloria E. Brooks, thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for being here, mods. I appreciate it. If either one of y'all would grab that link and drop it throughout the line for me, because I seem to forget once I go to talking, okay? But yeah, so if y'all can remember the other day when we was doing our story on Takara, we ran across this story here. The story of Reagan Hancock. Now, for those that don't remember or was not in their live, Reagan Hancock was a young lady, 21 years old, who was literally killed and her baby cut out of her by someone she thought was her friend, Miss Taylor Parker. Taylor Parker was 29 years old. Okay. And we listened to, for anybody that didn't see that the other day, please feel free to go back and watch the replay. But yeah, so we listened to some commentary about what happened, and we're gonna get into it a little bit more for those, like I say, who didn't catch that. And we're gonna listen to a couple more other things, y'all. This is sort of kind of like an update, and I got some visual sense back. When we first talked about it, I knew nothing about it, and I didn't have anything to show you all. But make sure before we get started, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button for your girl, and please feel free to support the channel. Now, let me pull up this. Let's see. Okay, so this is Reagan. Hey, Cherokee Boss. Hey, Misty Blue. Hey, Miss Carla. Y'all come on in. Come on in. Come on in. This is Reagan, y'all. This is Reagan Hancock. She's the young lady that was murdered by someone who she thought was her friend. Literally murdered for her baby. Okay. So that's Reagan. Now, this is Taylor. Okay. That's Miss Taylor. That's a photo taken while she was in court. Okay? Because she did go to court. As we all know, she was found guilty and sentenced to death. Okay? Hey, Juicy Kim. Hey, Liz B. I think that's for the Liz B. Hey, y'all. Come on in, y'all. Thank y'all for coming in. So that's Taylor. Okay? This is Taylor when she got arrested. Remember, she got arrested after pretty much fighting the woman, to and killing her to take her baby. And it looks like she had been in a fight. She looked a mess. She got bruises on her face. But that's her mugshot from when she got arrested after she did what she did. Now a lot of y'all wanted to know what. Now let me show this one. A lot of a lot of us wanted to know what her boyfriend, Wade Griffin, looked like, right? The boyfriend who she lied to for so long, and oh my God, it was a hot mess when we was listening to that, y'all. But we're gonna get into it today. But this is a photo. This, remember I told y'all they showed a photo of her with the fake baby bump. Take a gander. That's her. And y'all, she looks so much different. Like that's her back when she was faking the pregnancy, and she looks so much different today. Like when she went to court, her hair is darker. She's gained weight. She just looked so much different. I had to really look. I was like, wait a minute. But that's her. Now, now look at that old Wade. What do y'all think about Wade from what we remember hearing the other day, y'all? I mean, poor Wade. His name is Jethro. Well, I don't know, cause I think Jethro had a little more sense than Wade. I'm just be honest. That's Wade, y'all. That's who she. And look how he got his hand on the fake belly. And maybe he just didn't know what a fake belly feel. Maybe it's hard like a real, but I don't know. But he literally got his hand on the fake belly in this picture. Not Jim Bob. See y'all listen, y'all he's a victim as well. He's a victim as well. He was lied to, he was deceived, and things of that nature. Y'all gotta be a little more y'all gotta stop being so tough on old Wade here. Yeah, Wade, that's his name, Wade. Now y'all got me want to call the man Jethro. I'm not gonna call him that. His name is Wade, okay? Got a couple more photos of old Wade. Wade ain't nothing but old country boy. He just got food, that's all. He just old country boy. He don't know no better. Raised up on the farm and things. Look at him. Look at that hat. Now look at the hat. Is that Mr. and Mrs. Food? Yeah, sure, it's true. Ed Sherman. I don't even know who that is. Um, but that's Wade. And Wade just looked like he don't know no better, y'all. Like he wasn't a victim. He was. Look at him. He looking like y'all. Please believe me. I didn't know. I didn't know. Hey, Kat, Miss K. Y'all look at Wade. Wade looking like I just didn't know, y'all. I'm sorry. I apologize. But that's. Oh, he's a singer. Oh, that's not him. Oh, I know you talking about. No, that's not him. That's Wade. That's Jethro. Mm-hmm. Why he got on the gas station glass? Wait a minute. All right. Let me see. Ooh, Jesus, y'all don't. Ooh, baby, y'all don't hold no punches. This is ridiculous. Poor Wade. Well, we gonna learn a little bit more about Lil Wade and what he had to say and his mama had to say. I'm gonna read a couple of articles, but we also gonna listen to a video that gave in-depth coverage of the trial. Cause now the trial wasn't televised, all right. But there's people that got videos out there that did a lot of coverage on it. So let me pull up this first article. And mods, please watch the chat for me because I'm still working on two devices. So hold on. Y'all just be on alert for your girl. I appreciate it. Now I'm gonna pull up these articles, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button for your girl, okay? Let me see. Thank y'all so much for supporting this content. I appreciate it. Okay, let me see. Y'all excuse my yawn and I took a nap. Chris, did I speak to you? Hi, Chris. What Wade number? I want him to catch. You know what? I can't. Hey, me Margie. Hey, me Margie. I can't. I'm not finna do this with y'all today, okay? Wade is a victim. All right. It is what it is. He's a victim. All right. So this article, what I'm about to read to y'all right now, is when they sentenced her to death. Let me see. Make sure I haven't read this one already. All right. And then I'm gonna also update the people who wasn't in that last live when we got all the other information that we got. This is for the people that's watching. He must be a hillbilly. Oh yeah, must be a moonshine maker. I have to excuse my questions. I'm from the UK. We assume everyone from D. Well, baby, I'm from the. Well, I'm not. Yeah, I am. I'm from the South, but I'm not a hillbilly. But Wade, I think Wade would be considered a hillbilly. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think he would be from he would be like a ooh, can you imagine what Jeff Ford would do if I had some of that black if he had you know what? See, this is what I'm not gonna do. Not the black you know what, heathen. Can you just calm down? Can you calm down, heathen? Oh Lord. Okay, so listen, y'all. This is a refresher for the other for those that were not in the last live when we first broke this story, okay? A 29-year-old Texas woman is heading to death row for killing her pregnant friend and cutting the unborn baby from the victim's womb. A Bowie County jury on Wednesday sentenced Taylor Renee Parker to death for the 2020 slayings of Reagan Simmons Hancock and unborn Braxton Sage Hancock, reviewed by the Law and Crime Show. The same jury, composed of 6 men and 6 women, last month deliberated for less than an hour before convicting Parker, who is also known as Taylor Morton and Taylor Wynn Casey. Now, this girl had aliases, okay? On the charge of capital murder by terror, threat, or other felony. Following the conviction, she was facing either the death sentence or life in prison without the possibility of parole. According to a report from the Texas Coroner Gazette, jurors reached verdicts on two special issue questions before State District Court Judge John Tidwell formally handed down Parker's sentence. First, jurors reportedly found that Parker was likely to continue committing acts of violence that pose a threat to society, and I absolutely agree. I absolutely agree that this girl would have she would have ooh, more I can't talk. She would have continued to commit crimes. I feel like she probably would have went out and tried to kidnap another baby. I feel like she probably, could have taken someone's life again. I really do feel that way. Um, they also find they also found that there were no significant mitigating circumstances in Parker's background that should lead to her being sentenced to life in prison instead of death. Wow. Several of Reagan's family members read victim impact statements during Wednesday's proceedings. Reagan's sister, Emily Simmons, said that at her upcoming wedding, she will have to carry a picture of Reagan down the aisle because her sister won't be there to act as her maid of honor. That's sad. That is so sad. My only biological sister, you need to understand what you took away from me and my family. No more celebrating her birthday. I was barely 19 when I got the call. My sister was gone. Simmons reportedly said, she would never be my maid of honor. If I visit my sister, I have to go to a graveyard and see a headstone. I will never get a text or phone call from her again. Reagan's mother, Jessica Brooks, spoke directly to Parker, calling her an ooh, evil piece of flesh demon. She was one of the very few people on this earth who cared about you. Now you got to remember, y'all, these two young ladies supposedly were friends. They were supposedly friends. She was one of the very few people on this earth who cared about you. Now who cares about you? My baby was alive, still fighting for her babies when you tore her open and ripped her baby from her stomach. Mm, 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 mm. First Assistant District Attorney Kelly Cripps provided a brief recap of the gruesome murder scene during her closing statement. The circumstances in which Reagan died are horrible, and there is no doubt it was torture. But a mother died fighting for her child. That's how she left the world. A woman who died fighting. Braxton spent her Wait a minute. Braxton spent her living and dying moments. And oh my goodness, this is the baby, y'all. Braxton is the baby. Braxton spent her living and dying moments in the arms of a person who killed her. What case would you give? What case would you give to if not this one? Mercy is for someone who understands and acknowledges what they have done. The facts surrounding Reagan's murder are particularly extreme and disturbing. According to a probable cause affidavit, the investigation unfolded after Hancock's mother went to her daughter's home on October 9, 2020, and found her daughter dead. The mother called 911 at 10:18 a.m. The local police called the Texas Rangers to assist with the investigation a few minutes after noon. Officers entered the home and found a white female on the ground in the living room of the house, face down, with a large abundance of what appeared to be blood throughout the house. A large amount of what appeared to be blood was located on the floor, furniture, walls, appliances, and other items in the home. Officers learned Hancock was approximately 34 weeks pregnant and requested EMS personnel to come to the scene and check on the status of the baby. The body camera footage from the oh my god, it was body cam footage. Oh my god. The body cam footage from police shows LifeNet EMS turned Hancock's body over, which revealed a very large cut across her abdomen area. EMS personnel determined Hancock no longer had a baby in her stomach. Authorities say that investigators had inadvertently encountered the baby and the suspect killer less than an hour before the 911 call came in. Now, they pulled her over on a traffic stop an hour before they even know this had happened. Okay? Basically putting non-relevant evidence together and omitting the non-relevant things. Looks like edit deep south farmer. Okay. Um, a Texas state trooper, pulled a vehicle over in DeKalb, Texas at about 9:37 a.m. on the date of the killing. Taylor Parker was the driver and was holding a newborn infant in her lap. The umbilical cord was connected to the infant, which appeared to be coming out of the female's pants as if she had given birth to the child. Parker was performing CPR on the infant, and the LifeNet EMS came to the scene and transported Parker and the infant to a hospital in Oklahoma. The affidavit continued. Despite Power off. Sorry about that, y'all. Despite Parker claiming the child was hers, local police chief eventually learned from staff at the McCurtain Memorial Hospital that Parker had not given birth to an infant. Parker sliced Hancock from hip to hip using a scalpel and pulled her uterus out. Oh my word. Hancock, who was approximately 34 weeks pregnant, had struggled with her killer. Authorities described defensive wounds on her hands. Among other injuries, one of her fingers was dislocated and another one was almost cut off. Investigators determined there were more than 100 stab wounds with at least 39 on her head. Oh my God. See, yeah. Yeah, this is bad. Her skull was fractured in 5 different places, likely struck with both the blunt and clawed end of a hammer. She was also likely beaten with a 4-pound jar full of pink and blue sand from her wedding. Authorities initially overlooked the scalpel as it was lodged in the victim's neck. She was fighting. Yours truly. She fought. Lord have mercy. Prosecutors argued that Parker's scheme to steal Reagan's baby was part of an elaborate effort to keep her boyfriend after she lied to him and said she was pregnant. She had been found guilty of capital murder and punished by Texas law to death. I formally sentenced you to death, Judge Tidwell told Parker at the closing of the proceeding. Take her to death row now. That's what the judge said. Take her. 34 weeks would be like 8, almost 9. Well, let me see. 8 times 4 is 32. So 8 months and 2 weeks, almost 9 months. She was almost 9 months. Yep, Juice Kim, these so-called friends, girl. The judge said take her ass to death row right now. And and this is what we learned the other day when we listened to that video. Child, when she got sentenced, when she went back to the jail where she was originally at, they already had her ass ready to go to the prison, honey. They said she was gone 2 hours later to prison, to death row, because she had been a nuisance at the jail. She had been acting her ass at the jail. They was ready to get rid of her. The woman just a bad seed, Lord. Mm. All right, let me see what other article I wanted y'all to listen to because this one is where hey bushes. This one is where the boyfriend testified in court, y'all. Hold on a minute. Hold on 1 second. All right, let me go back to this. This is an article that talks about the ex-boyfriend taking the stand, y'all. Let's see what Wade had to say. And I hope it doesn't take 20 years to carry out her sentence. Yours truly, can you send it to me in my email? I asked y'all if y'all want me to cover something. Just send it to my email. I got you. Just I don't even know who that is, but send it to me in my email. Kevin Johnson. Hey Anaya. Hey boo, how you been doing? Um, yeah, send it to my email, boo, so I can check it out. I will. Okay. So this is an article talking about Wade when he testified, y'all. The man prosecutors say Taylor Parker faked her pregnancy to keep took the stand Thursday morning in the 12th day of the capital murder trial. Parker, who was 27 at the time, 27. I would have thought Wade would have been about 19 years old as slow as he acted. Parker, who was 21 at the time of the October 9th, 2020 murders, is charged with kidnapping and capital murder. Now, I didn't know she was charged with kidnapping as well, but I'm not surprised. The 21-year-old New Boston mother was strangled, beaten, and stabbed repeatedly, all with her 3-year-old daughter in the house. Now, she had a 3-year-old daughter. That's something else we didn't find out in the last video, y'all. She already had a 3-year-old daughter that was also in the house. I didn't know that. I did not know that. The 21-year-old New Boston mother was strangled, beaten, and stabbed repeatedly, all with her 3-year-old daughter in the house. Prosecutors have said that they are seeking the death penalty due to the heinous and premeditated nature of the crime and because Parker showed no remorse. Wade Griffith described his relationship with Taylor Parker as an emotional roller coaster. the 27-year-old roofing company. Now, I think we tried to figure out what Wade did as an occupation the last time as well. He was a roofing company supervisor. The 27-year-old roofing company supervisor said he and Taylor met at a rodeo in July 2019 and started talking through social media. Okay, yours truly. Before long, they were having dinners together and meeting each other's Now, see, before long, they were having dinners together and meeting each other's families. Now, we learned from the last video that he never met no family. He just was texting family, which was supposedly her. So I'm confused, but okay. See, that's why I say y'all some of this stuff be. He worked long hours at a roofing company in Dangerfield and did side jobs like welding, hog trap, hog trapping, and managing livestock. He says Taylor asked him to do an estimate on clearing and fencing some family land in Bryant's Mill, Texas. She told him she was the only one keeping the property up and she wanted to get it cleared out. She claimed she had access to the family money to pay for the work. It had grown up and had bushes and saplings on it. She was pretty much wanting me to get it back the way it used to be. It would be a $50,000 job. I didn't have no clue, Griffin said. I mean, I believe every word she said, including when she asked if Griffin's friend Juan would work for him while she was getting everything together on the clearing job. She paid him his first check before telling Griffin her mother found out and shut it down. After that, Wade had to start paying Juan himself. He had promised his longtime friend a job. The day she told me, Shauna had to put a stop to the spending and the equipment was pretty much stolen. The work wasn't gonna happen. Warren broke down crying. He had 4 kids and couldn't go without a job. Now remember, y'all. Damn. All right, let me finish reading. Griffin says from the beginning, Parker went to great lengths to make herself indispensable. I love to eat, Griffin said on the stand. I listened to a few chuckles from the jury box and some from the courtroom. He says he would. He said, okay, hold on. He says he would text the things he wanted to try for dinner, and she would have it ready, and she would have him ready for him when he got home. Now, basically, is this man saying he believe everything this woman say because she cooked for him? Wait a minute. Okay. On top of keeping Griffin well fed, he said she helped him care for the livestock, kept up with the finances, and managed the household. She made it easy for him to rely on her. Talk of Taylor's family money came early into the relationship, but he testified that he did not ask too many questions because the relationship was so new and he felt it was none of his business. He admitted that he still did not dig very deeply even after he found himself in hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt because he believed her claims that the money was coming. She always had an excuse, Griffin said. I'm just a boyfriend. It's not like we were married, so I'm going by what she told me. Wait a minute. Ebru said, no, that's Cash App. I need email. What are you, Ebru, what are you talking about, sweetheart? You need my email? Hold on. Hold on. Wait a minute, let me see what y'all saying in the chat. I thought it was never mind. They say wait, they do say that, man, Margie, and I get it. I get it. Like I get it. I mean, you know what I mean. And I get he made her cared about her, but to be just for some of the things she was telling him, though, you know what I mean. Um, he never looked at her naked. That's what we never got the answer to. Like I asked that question, Georgia girl. I'm like, wait a minute now. You can lie about a lot of things, but I asked that question too, Georgia girl. It never got answered. Let's see. Okay, all right. So, um, okay, he said she always had an excuse. Griffin testified. I'm just a boyfriend. It's not like we were married, so I'm going by what she told me. But within weeks, Parker took it to another level. She was cooking. She was a good cook. Pretty much the best I ever had. So I was excited. That's why that mama was mad. That mama was mad because he was cooking for her and he liked her food better than the mama's. So I was excited. Griffin recalled he saw baby stuff on the counter and wondered what was going on. That's when she told him she had gone to the doctor the other day. I'm pretty much pregnant, Griffin said. She told him. We were maybe 2 or 3 weeks in at the most. Now that's the first time she told him she was pregnant, y'all. They had been together 2 or 3 weeks and she told him she was pregnant already. Which to me, literally, I ain't gonna say it's impossible. I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna just say at 2 or 3 weeks pregnant, you just don't know. You just don't know like that. But anywho, uh, while the pregnancy, Parker is accused of faking in 2020 before killing Reagan Hancock, is the focus of her criminal trial. It was not her first. The pregnancy in August 2019 was just one of the several deceptions that Parker orchestrated, starting just weeks into the relationship, and it ended with another elaborate deception. Parker used VoIP app to text Griffin posing as her father, Mark Morton. He told Griffin he had been in a wreck and his bush hog was totaled. Parker told Parker told Griffin he was going to help him get the damaged farm equipment towed. While she and Jace, a man he was led to believe was a family friend, were helping Parker's father, a winch snapped and a towing cable hit her stomach. You know what? Wait a minute. Okay. This is where she lied about the first pregnancy, y'all. Okay. Let's read that again. Parker used VoIP app to text Griffin, which is Wade, posing as her father, Mark Morton. Now, she texted him, posing as her father, and said he had been in a wreck and his bush hog was totaled. Parker told Griffin he was going to help him get the damaged farm equipment towed, while she and Jace, a man he was led to believe was a family friend, were helping Parker's father. A wrench snapped and a towing cable hit her stomach, which hurt one of the babies. One of the babies. One of the babies. It was not until after Parker was arrested for Reagan Hancock's murder that Griffin learned that it was not her father. There was no Rick, there was no Jace, and there were no babies. Wow. But back in August 2019, Griffin did not know that Parker had a hysterectomy in 2015, which meant she had no uterus and could not bear children. He was just getting to know her and her complicated family dynamics. It wasn't long before he started hearing about trouble between Taylor and her mother, Shauna, and how she controlled the family money. Parker was telling Griffin that her grandmother, okay, listen, y'all, this is the money part. Parker was telling Griffin, basically Taylor was telling Wade, that her grandmother had created an account where they were going to put proceeds from the family's oil and gas royalties, and she was going to have access to it so she can fix up the family's property. Through fabricated texts and emails, Parker had Griffin convinced she had the funds to pay for the clearing work and for farm trucks and equipment to maintain it. But her mother was the executor of the account and did not want her spending it. Parker claimed Shauna was harassing and threatening her, and Griffin started getting messages from Mandy Body, aka Mandy Board, too. That was the email address and alternate identity Parker used to fake the harassment. Oh my God. Oh my God. In spite of the supposed family fighting and issues accessing the money, Parker had Griffin believing she was going to deed him more than 800 acres of land. By that time, he still only had known her for now. See, that's the thing. If somebody coming in saying all this stuff, telling you all this stuff, doing all this stuff, 2 weeks into the relationship, y'all, she told him all this 2 weeks into the relationship, man. She probably couldn't get pregnant. Yours truly, or Jeffro just couldn't get her pregnant. She had a hysterectomy, Miss Gloria. She couldn't get pregnant. But he didn't know that. He didn't know that. I'm kind of blown away, Griffin testified. I really didn't want to think. It all sounded good. I just couldn't believe it was coming on so fast. Her parents texting me, her grandparents texting me, telling me, you get married and this is what you're pretty much looking at. So basically, she was faking those text messages to him, supposedly from her parents and her grandparents, so he could marry her. She wanted to get married. Hey, Tamara. Oh, Lord, it's a lot. Over the course of the trial, the prosecution presented witnesses and evidence showing how Parker also had Griffin convinced that her mother ordered a hit on her, was involved in a shootout that was suppressed in the media, and hung herself after she was taken into Lord be offended. The woman told the man that her mother ordered a hit on her. Then she was involved in a shootout, and then she hung herself once she went to prison. Prosecutors say the hit ruse had multiple purposes, including getting Griffin to allow Parker and her 10-year-old daughter to move into his small cabin. So she told that lie in order to move in with him. And I didn't know she had a child. She had a 10-year-old. With Shauna gone, which is the mother, it also freed up Taylor's alleged access to the family's money. Parker told Griffin she had $6 million and she had big plans for it. She wanted to buy some land and make money on it. It was Griffin who suggested Pecan Point. He knew the land and had worked for his current owner. He told her he knew the perfect place for that. She was glowing whenever I told her about Pecan Point and where it was and all that good stuff. That's him talking on the stand. This lady was a psychopath and lived on a fantasy where she probably. You know what? I don't know if she believed him, but she was good at him. She was good at him. Um, they met up with the realtor and checked out the property. It had great ducking. Oh, it had great duck hunting and plenty of possibilities. So that made me excited. It had a lot of grass, cows, and stuff on it, Griffin said. It was pretty much a dream come true. They made an offer of $3.5 million with $200,000 up front. The deal eventually grew to include adjoining land in a purchase that would have totaled $20 million. Now come on. This is the thing. If she had to move in with him, When her mother so-called put the hit out on her, what made him think she had this type of money, y'all? This ain't making sense. This girl ain't just lying about no little money. Yeah, she had a 10-year-old child, and she had the hysterectomy after she had the child, which was in 2015, mid-K. This ain't making no sense. I mean, I've known people to lie about money, but millions and millions of dollars, y'all. This woman don't even look. Moving on. Griffin was seeing dozens of emails a day with official looking letters and documents. The number, as Chris put it, the numbers started getting silly when Parker faked checks for millions of dollars. Griffin even tried to cash one of those checks for $8 million at his bank. They told him it was a lot of money for a check and that these amounts were usually transferred by wire. I didn't know what to think, Griffin testified. I had never received or dealt with anything that large, so it didn't surprise him if banks had trouble dealing with that amount of money. Banking on money that will ultimately never come through, Griffin bought a brand new $29,000 side by side ATV, a new $92,000 heavy duty pickup truck for himself, and a new Nissan Altima for his mother. He also bought about 20 head of cattle for some $21,000. All of it was financed with the expectation that when the issues with the banks and the wire frauds were resolved, they would all pay off. They will all be paid off. Since that never happened, Griffin says he ended up saddled with debt. And by January 2020, he was feeling the pressure. On top of that, Taylor was demanding more Taylor was demanding more intimacy in their relationship. I want you to take into consideration on my part, you haven't touched me, kissed me, or anything in over a month. It's lonely and that's something I need in our relationship. See, she used to do it, so I like it back, Parker wrote in one message. Our past was all Griffin wrote back. Wow. See, this is the thing, y'all. He ain't really want her. He ain't really want her. He that money. It was what he thought he was getting was that money. I'm telling you. Oh Lord. He said I guess I'm not I guess I'm just not a very affectionate, hands-on kind of guy. I guess you would say, Griffin testified. Plus all the financial issues, all these fake people texting me, promising me that, promising me this, and just constantly letting me down. I just wasn't attracted to the point where I was thinking this has to be a trap. Now, this could explain why she went out on months claiming to be pregnant. He ain't never see her naked body, y'all. See, this explains a lot. He wasn't attracted to her anymore. He was stressed. He didn't really want her like that. So she was able to fake that pregnancy without him seeing her naked body. It was decent at the beginning. We were intimate a few times at the beginning, but all the rumors, the job, I financed the truck and the side by side financed the cows, and it was all falling on my shoulders. And I think I just got in way over my head. Maybe she was more interested in that part of the relationship than you were, Chris said. He said yes, talking about the intimacy. So when she told him she was expecting again in late February, he was not particularly, so he wasn't even happy about the damn prank. You know what? Ooh, just imagine being in all this debt. You don't believe the lies. You don't, got in all this debt, and you really with somebody who you really don't want to be with. You ain't attracted, and she said she pregnant. Lord. When she told me, I was y'all. This is Wade's testimony. Now we want to know a little bit what Wade was thinking. Here it is. When she told me, I was kind of in shock, but it came at the same time I had been telling her we were not financially able to keep everything we had done bought. It was ripping my bank account. None of the money was coming through, and she knew I was getting pretty depressed over it. And yet Griffin continued to believe Parker had money coming to her. He recounted how she told him his old tractor needed an upgrade and that she would pay for it. He didn't, yours truly, he didn't. And I said, well, listen, y'all, I'm reading this how it's written, I promise y'all. He said, and I said, well, we done got something. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, y'all give me a minute. I can imagine him saying it. Listen, let me put weight on him. Let me put this Wade talking, y'all. mm. Wade said, we done got enough stuff already that I'm having to pay for, and I don't wanna have to finance something else. And she reassured me she would handle the tractor deal. They left the dealership with a $63,000 tractor. The cashier's check was fake, and the tractor was repossessed. Where's she getting all this fake shit from? She must go on a lot of websites. It must be a lot of fake stuff sold on websites, y'all. I'm just saying. The jury's got to be wondering, how is she getting away with this? Chris asked Griffin, who said he was family friends with the dealership and it upset him because he felt like he had let people down. It was just throwing my name out there. Wade done bought this. This him testifying, y'all. This him testifying. He said it was just throwing my name out there. Wade done bought this, couldn't pay for it. Bought that, couldn't pay for it. Just made me look bad all around. But when Griffin learned Parker's family was planning to divide up some of their land and that he and Parker were going to get some of it, he wanted to believe it. Parker's aunt, Katie Joe, was texting them, fake ass text messages. It is me, Carla. You know what? I would like to see it. I would literally like to see this on Lifetime. I would watch it. And listen, Parker's aunt, Katie Joe, was texting them to let them know they were on board and willing to give them a little bit more so they could run cows on it. The real Shauna Pryor has two sisters. Now, this the mama. The real Shauna Pryor has two sisters, Molly and Katie. Griffin did not know that at the time, but he was not communicating with either of the real aunts. The screenshots Parker was showing him of her conversations with them were fabricated. Oh Lord. Griffin would later learn that the entire cast of characters that he had been communicating with for months over all of the land and bank dealings were all made up by Parker in a series of elaborate and entangled deceptions. In addition to fake versions of Parker's family members, they were entirely fabricated bank and oil company executives, a hit squad of Mexican mafia members, an attorney named Blake Lawington, and a law enforcement contact known as Corbin, among others. They had ages. She had background information on every person. Griffin testified, oh my God. Once I started, Griffin testified as first assistant district attorney Kelly Chris walked him through a litany of Parker's deceptions. Once I started talking to you, it was like, well, this person's fake, that person's fake, everybody's fake. Whenever he tried to call any of the contacts back, it would go to voicemail and they would text him back later with some excuse. Griffin said he was still untangling what was real and what was not. In hindsight, there is still things you haven't figured out, Chris said. Yeah, there were just so many pieces to the puzzle. Oh my God. As prosecutors painstakingly established in the first week of the trial, Parker had a plan, and an explanation for everything. She told him she needed his phone so she could have a friend in IT put software on it to block fake Shauna's hacking attempts. In reality, she needed the phone so she can block the contacts from her real family members to maintain control over his communications with them. More than once, Chris referenced the question. She said he must have already been asked hundreds of times. How did he not know the stories Taylor Parker were telling were not true? He said, "Who's going to go to this extreme to make up this stuff?" Griffin testified, so I had no doubts about it. But others still had questions. His close friend Cody Ott said the checks bouncing and warned saw. Okay. His close friend Cody Ott saw the checks bouncing and warned him that he and his wife did not believe Parker had all that money. Ott testified that he urged his friend not to quit his job until the money came through on the Pecan Point deal. Of course, it never did. Ooh, this is a long article, honey. Parker continued to check in at the OBGYN clinic on social media and share updates. Griffin said she would come home and tell him what the doctor said, how the blood work looked good, and all that. Their friends, Cody and Stephanie, now I promise y'all, this sounds like some people I know. I ain't gonna tell no word lie. Hold on, y'all. Hold on 1 second. Ooh, Lord, this a lot, y'all. I know this a lot. Y'all wanted to know what old Wade was thinking. He testifying. Their friends Cody and Stephanie hosted the couple's gender reveal. Now they had a gender reveal party, y'all. Hosted the couple's gender reveal party in March. Parker wanted Griffin to buy a heifer with a pink bow. Is that a cow? Tony, is a heifer a cow? That's a cow, right? Okay, so Parker wanted Griffin to bring a heifer with a big pink bow to represent that the baby was going to be a girl. Parker posted the photos with the heifer calf on Facebook. The fuck? You talking about country? His mother, his boss Roger Pate, and his wife Angela, Taylor's dad Mark Morton, Taylor's daughter, and her daughter's grandmother were all there. Griffin says he also liked the name Clancy. So the couple planned to name her Clancy Gale. Wait a minute. Listen. Listen. I need y'all to hit that like button and feel free to support the channel. Griffin said he always liked the name Clancy. Clancy. So the couple planned to name her Clancy Gale. In spite of his commitment to stand by the woman he believed was the mother of his child, Griffin says he did ask his mother if she thought a tummy tuck could explain why Parker did not seem to be growing the way most pregnant women do. She had her own suspicions already and told him a tummy tuck was not the reason his girlfriend did not appear to be pregnant. But his boss, who along with his wife thought highly of Parker, they told Griffin she was a sweet girl and reassured him that her body type just didn't carry a baby like smaller, more petite women. Parker certainly played the pregnant part, according to Griffin. Every morning, she said she was getting morning sickness and going to the bathroom, and I hear her throwing up in the commode. She would tell him when the baby was moving a lot that day, or that she been kicking when he came home from work. But whenever he felt her belly, he did not feel any movement. He told his boss about that. Lord Jesus. Y'all, I'm not making this up. I'm reading the article, okay? So don't look at me like that. I see y'all looking at me. I'm not making this up. This is an article, okay? You don't need to have no doubts, Griffin says Roger Pate told him. She's pregnant. Quit thinking like that. Come September, you're gonna be a daddy. But Roger and his wife Angela had claimed they had felt the baby move. Now, the boss and his wife claimed they felt the baby move. I don't know how that's possible. Parker had purchased a fake baby belly by the time the couple did their maternity shoot in August 2020. In some of the photos, Griffin has his hand over her baby bump. You know what? That's a good question, E. Brooks. That's a good question. At least her mama, huh? I guess not. E. Brooks said, true, no one in her family knew she had a hysterectomy. Because listen, even though she was sending him fake text messages from family members, he did see her family at the gender reveal. So I guess they didn't. Either they didn't know or they was playing along with the I don't know, girl. I don't know, Hebrews. That's a good question. Parker had purchased a fake baby belly by the time the couple did their maternity shoot in August 2020. In some of the photos, Griffin has his hand over her baby bump. I did not have a clue. It was like her real stomach. Griffin said he never saw any packaging around the house for a baby bump. He said, I have flipped out if I ever seen anything like that. Even if he did ask questions, Griffin says Parker was ready for them. I bet she was. He said if she lied to him about that, I know she did the same to them. Exactly, yours truly. They couldn't have known. I'm thinking if you had a hysterectomy, at least your mama would know. Oh Lord, okay. He said I walk in the door and she already would be ready with answers. She have proof of a text message, a phone call with grandma. If I pushed it, she'll pretty much make me look stupid. I cannot believe you don't believe me. I'm carrying your child. The same went for questions about the money. You would make purchases relying on that, and when you got upset, it was your fault. And Shauna, which is the mother, will berate you for only being in it for the money, Chris said. You were always the bad guy. So Griffin says he went along. He took time off from work to be there for doctor's appointments. But every time on the morning or the night, he said every time on the morning of or that night, she would be like, "Oh, I know you took off to go to the baby doctor, but it's COVID, so you're gonna have to sit in the waiting room." So it was always an excuse why I could not go why I could not go in there to ask or talk to the doctor. She put it perfectly to where I couldn't be in the room. He ultimately told her he couldn't keep lying to his boss. You can go and give me updates, but I'm not gonna keep taking off, he said. Griffin says that Griffin says he was determined to be there for the baby's birth. He took family medical leave at the beginning of October, days before Parker said she was planning to go to Titus Regional Medical Center to have labor induced. By this point, the baby was 3 full weeks past its original. So when she finally got the nerve to do what she did, her supposed due date, she was 3 full weeks past its original September 19th due date. Okay. You know now that's not how it works, Chris. Now this is the district attorney asking him question, whose last name is Crisp. Asked Griffin Thursday, asking if he understands now that deliveries can't be just scheduled like one might set a dentist appointment. Well, inducements can. That's not true. I mean, if you're overdue, it's a lot of women that be overdue, and The baby won't come by itself, so they schedule you to go in to be induced. Now that's not true. Even when Parker's ex-husband, oh, she got an ex-husband? Listen, y'all. Even when Parker's ex-husband texted him I can't talk. Anonymously, y'all know what I'm saying. Oh my God. To warn him that Parker could not possibly be pregnant. Now the ex-husband knew, listen, y'all, the ex-husband texted him to warn him that Parker could not possibly be pregnant and that all the hospitals in the area were on high alert in case she tried to steal. Wait a minute. Y'all, this woman needed help. This woman needed help. Her ex-husband texted the man and told him that she could not possibly be pregnant and that all the hospitals in the area were on high alert in case she tried to steal a baby. But Griffin was under the influence of the alternate universe Parker had created. He believed all day long that it was Parker's mother continuing her harassment campaign. He sent a screenshot to Parker. If that's not your mom, I don't know what is. It fit her language, Griffin explained. I said, well, your mom's trying to get in our business again. I thought, man, I can't believe she's going to this extreme. That's when the mean text from Mandy Body started back up. This another person she created. She had gone radio silent after her supposed suicide. Now, that's what they called her mother, Mandy Body. I don't know why. She had gone radio silent after her supposed suicide in jail, but Parker told him just before they went to her aunt's for Christmas that she was not dead after all. It was just a lie. Her law enforcement contact Coburn had told them because he thought it was best Wade did not know she was still alive. This is weird. He told her he just figured it was best for you and Wade to tell that story, Griffin said. So Taylor says she can't deal with him anymore if he can't be honest. I don't know, Horseman Haddon. Griffin said he only had one more reason to believe it was Shauna, which is her mother, after meeting her at that family's holiday get together. He said Shauna glared at them when they walked in. Now this is the thing. Shauna's supposed to be all these things. Shauna's supposed to be harassing y'all. She's supposed to be putting out death hit, hits. She's supposed to be had cameras all over the place watching. How in the hell are y'all at a holiday gathering with her? This not making sense to me, y'all. I'm sorry. Griffin said he only had more reason to believe it was Shauna after meeting her at the family's holiday get together. He said Shauna glared at them when they walked in. So he thought she was every bit the monster Taylor made her out to be. He described how the real Shauna busted into a room where they were wrapping gifts and ordered them to come out with everyone else. He said, no. Hey, hi, I'm Shauna. And I was like, wow, this woman is exactly what she portrayed her out to be, apparently. Now Mandy Body, which is the mama, was back and threatening their unborn baby, telling Griffin he was not welcome in the family and vowing to put a stop to it. She had already claimed to be behind the failure of the Pecan Point deal and regularly texted Griffin to let him know she knew exactly where he was and what he was doing. It did not occur to Griffin that Parker always knew exactly where he was and what he was doing. Even after his mother pointed that out to him, not even after a bomb threat to the hospital that Mandy Body predicted in one of her messages came true, hinting Parker would get blamed for it if it happened. Griffin got that message way before Parker allegedly called 1 in the morning she was supposed to be induced. It was the same morning his house caught on fire. Lord Jesus. Did you think this was getting too bizarre? The district attorney asked him. He said, I thought it was odd. My house get caught on fire and then the bomb threat at the same hospital where we supposed to have our baby, Griffin said. I said, this just don't happen on its own. I told her, I don't understand how all this keeps happening. What is going on here? I ain't never been through something like this in my life. But the bomb threat was real. She showed him the Facebook post sharing the news that the hospital had been evacuated to the Civic Center. How much longer is this? Oh my God, y'all. I feel like I've been reading for 3 days. But it's a lot, y'all. Listen. I know it's a lot. Whew. Let me drink some more water, y'all. Mm. How or why are you still believing anything that she tells? The district attorney asked him. She was very believable. Anything I questioned, she had an answer for. I mean, I could come home and be like, what in the world? And she'd be like, well, I'm just going to tell you. She had an answer for everything. She had an excuse and a way to believe exactly what she was telling me. She had backup paperwork on all of. This woman, listen, this is crazy. I think this is absolutely a Lifetime movie. I don't know why they ain't on it. She did call in the bomb threat, Georgia girl. She did. She called it in. Okay. That including creating a paper trail for the pregnancy, Griffin said. She brought home a letter confirming her pregnancy. That's one of the reasons why, even when friends questioned it, Griffin stood by her. Yours truly, they probably would have put me out. Miss Gloria, listen. I feel like I'm in school or something. They probably would have put me out the courtroom, y'all. I'm sorry. I would have been weak. Okay? A few people might have said a few things like that. I'm like, man, I'm just telling you. This is him talking, y'all. Man, I'm just telling you. She dotted her I's and crossed her T's. From the healthcare paperwork and everything made sense to me. You just might not see the whole picture. Griffin knows that he was the one not seeing the whole picture. He says he had no idea that Parker's search for a baby intensified after he told her about the anonymous warning he received on September 16th that she was not pregnant and that she was running out of time. His mother tried to warn him the day after the bomb threat was called in. They had come over, this the mama talk. They had come over to take showers since the fire knocked out the plumbing at his cabin. While Taylor was in the shower, his mother pulled him aside. I could tell something was wrong, Griffin recalled. Something was written all over her face. She told him he needed to go back to work. She was worried his job was in jeopardy. It had already been 4 or 5 days and still there was no baby. The mother told Wade, I don't think she's pregnant, Wade. Connie Griffin, which is his mom, testified last week that her son stormed out the house when she confronted him that day. But Wade says it gave him enough pause to tell Parker about it when they got back to the house. She's concerned about you not being his dumb ass. He done got into it with his mama. His mama done told him he go back and tell the good. Listen. She's concerned about you not being pregnant, Griffin said he told Parker. She's not acted this way before. She's pretty concerned about a few things. I'm on the fence about it. All these people are saying you're not pregnant, but it's getting to the point. At that point, listen, he should have been telling her that I'm sorry. I ain't for violating no woman or things of that nature, but I would have had to see a belly. I mean, I just would have had to see a belly. Damn. Poor Wade. Look at Wade, y'all. Look at Wade. His eyes just read dumb. Like, poor Wade. Mm. All right, so he said, all these people saying you're not pregnant, but it's getting to the point of my mom. Wait a minute. But it's getting to the point of my mom tells me I don't want to not believe my mama. I don't want to not. Yeah, I promise y'all, this is an article. I don't want to not believe my mama. I'm gonna lose my job. He's calling every day. Usually, when you take off on family medical leave, it's within a day or two. You weren't telling her. This is the attorney asking him. You wasn't telling her you go kill somebody and get me a baby. District Attorney Chris asked Griffin on the stand. He said, absolutely not, not at all. She said, did you think it would come to this? He said, not in a million years. I never thought this would happen. Griffin says he and Parker headed out that night and he told her he would be going back to work and take the time off and come home or meet her at the hospital when the baby came. He says Parker insisted she would show everybody come Friday she was pregnant. No, man. You could have showed that man right then and there. You could have showed her belly. In fact, you know what? I would have been so offended had I been pregnant and the mama was telling me I wasn't pregnant. I'd have went over to the house and showed her. Okay? True, you wouldn't have been able to sit on the You already know that, Candy. Candy Corn, neither would you. Come on now, girl. From what I imagine his accent to be, and the way he was talking, and the things he was saying, nah, baby, I wouldn't have made it. I wouldn't have made it. Mm. And I'm just saying, like, okay. He says Parker insisted she would show everybody come Friday she was pregnant, and everybody would see that she had not been lying the whole time. Chris says Parker was extremely angry with Connie Griffin, which is his mama, after that. So she made sure he saw screenshots of her conversations with fake Katie Joe, which supposed to be one of the aunts, y'all, about how terrible he was to believe his mother over her. She even had fake Shauna, which is her mama, message him to gloat, claiming she was seeing Taylor and Katie Joe's text messages ripping into Connie and criticizing Wade for listening to her. How's your mom doing? I love how you and your family treat her. They're on my side now. Great job, Wade. I clap for you this time. I win every single time. Now, supposedly, this was a message from her mother, fake Shauna, which they call her fake Shauna because it was actually her and not the mama. Supposedly, the fake Shauna texted Wade and said, how's your mom doing? I love how you and your family treat her. They're on my side now. Great job, Wade. I clap for you this time. I win every single time. And he was asked, you thinking this is real, right? He said, I don't know what to think, he testified. I've got my mom telling me one thing, Taylor telling me another, but I've been with Taylor this whole time, so I'm going with her. At this point, with fake Shauna making threats and supposedly following their every move, Griffin did not question Parker's pivot to searching for alternatives to having the baby at a local hospital. She called McCurtain County Memorial Medical Center in, what is that, Idabel, and learned they would not turn anybody down even if they were not a patient there. It was supposedly outside of Shauna's reach. After tomorrow, everything is going to be fine. Parker texted herself on October the 8th as her aunt Katie Joe. I just want to shove it all in their faces, Parker replied. Earlier in the trial, prosecutors noted how some of the conversations Parker fabricated for Wade's benefit ended up reading like a lot like a diary. Okay, now, oh, this is a very in-depth article, y'all. I would. The morning of the murders, Wayne Griffin said the plan as he knew it was that he and Parker were going to go together for the Side X Side Ranch in Oklahoma on the morning of October the 9th. Parker had arranged a hog sale there, and they were going to head out early to make the 4-hour drive. After that, Griffin says they were going to swoop down in Idabel and induce the baby. See, now that right there doesn't make sense. Well, he didn't know that. I mean, now you can get when you normally typically going to induce labor at a hospital is 4 day in the morning. When I say 5, 6 a.m., you have to be there. Yeah, it's called Idabel, Candy. Idabel, Oklahoma. Yeah, now ain't you Candy? You ain't never heard of that? You don't just swoop down to the hospital to induce the baby. That's not how it works. And why would you want to go? Why would you set an appointment to go buy hogs on the day that you supposedly getting induced? Why would you do that? The day before the supposedly scheduled induction, the couple went to dinner, okay, and stopped at O'Reilly's to pick up a plug so he could make sure all the lights on his trailer were working properly for the trip. Parker told him she was going to visit Reagan at her house and he worked on his truck, okay? It's spelled, let me tell you how it's spelled, Ken. It's spelled like you spelling it. Hold on. Idabel. Yeah, that's what it's called. Yeah, that's what they got in here. The next morning he got up around 3:30, 3:45 a.m. He says they planned to leave around 4 a.m. She was already up. Of course she was. She told him she had been cramping all night and could not make the trip. He wanted to stay home with her, worried she could get into trouble on the way to the hospital if she had gone without him, but she insisted. There was too much money at stake with $6,100 on the line and they were in debt. She told him she would go get registered and they would meet at the hospital around lunchtime. That's not how that works. Wait, he didn't know, y'all. He didn't know. Griffin says they also got burner phones so her mother would not know what they were doing. When he pulled up at the ranch at 7:35 a.m., he learned they were not expecting him. Now this is him. This is him going to buy the hogs, or no, going to pick up the hogs, because she told him she had already paid for the hogs. Yes, I know about that town. Some fine cowboys in them parts. Yes, ma'am. Oh, okay then, Ken. I figured you would know, girl. Mm-hmm. Well, Wade was a cowboy, but I don't even know if Wade. I consider Wade to be more like a farmer. Oh Lord, he went to go pick up the hog, y'all, and they wasn't expecting him. I said, "Am I in the right place?" And he said, "I don't even know why you're here." I said, "Well, I've got these text messages." Griffin recalls telling Scott Robertson, who told him, "I didn't order no house. That's not my phone number." Griffin says he figured he had been set up, not by Parker, but by her mother, Shauna. Who else in the world would do this? He figured her mom was still trying to manipulate their lives. And what better way, Griffin thought, than to set him up with this bogus deal, knowing it's illegal to cross state lines with livestock and then get him busted for it. I was like, yeah, this makes sense. Griffin thought he was going to jail. If you thought you was going to jail behind what you was doing, why did you do it? He spoke to Parker at some point while he was still at the ranch trying to salvage the deal, but he said she never indicated to him that anything had gone wrong, and certainly not of the criminal magnitude he would later learn about. He says he still had no idea what he was walking into when he arrived at the hospital in Idabel early that afternoon. The nurse at the desk did not speak to him when he asked for Parker's room. Well, he asked for Parker's room number, but instead just pointed down the hallway. I was like, okay, I'll just find her room. That was when he saw three officers walking towards him. They told me to turn around and put my hands on the wall. And I said, what's going on? They told him not to ask questions, handcuffed him. Hey, me Rosie. Handcuffed him and took him to the police station. At that point, he still thought it was about the illegal. At that point, he thought it was about the illegal hog transport. Y'all listen to what he said. I wish we could actually hear this. I wish we could actually hear this, y'all. He said, that damn gone Shauna done called the law. He said, that damn gone Shauna done called the law. Not hoes. Not hoes hadn't. Hoes. He wasn't buying hoes. He was. Y'all gonna stop in this chat. Y'all gonna stop. He was buying hoes, not hoes. Damn. Instead, he learned his girlfriend was not pregnant and that she might have been involved with the murder of Reagan Hancock. But even as he made his statement to the officers, he said he still did not know that all the harassment and threats he believed he and Parker had been um dealing with for months from her mother were fake. He said I still believed it. He says he had no idea Parker was not pregnant and no clue that she had gone over to Reagan Hancock's home that morning and killed her. He also testified he did not know how to carry a scalpel. He did not know her to carry a scalpel in her purse like the one found buried in Hancock's neck during her autopsy. He was asked, "You did not want to do this." Chris had noted. You did not want to do this, Chris had noted as Griffin began his testimony, acknowledging the discomfort he felt having to explain how he could have ignored all the warning signs. The soft-spoken 27-year-old remained stoic through more than 5 hours on the stand. He was on the stand for five. Y'all, I would pay anything to see them 5 hours. Hey, Lynn. Lynn said if stupidity was a crime. Hold on a minute, y'all. Give me just a second. Miss Lady Sunflower, imagine reading this crowd. Hold on, y'all. Okay, I'm back, y'all. Thank you, Money Boy. Y'all be sure to Y'all be sure to hit the like button and feel free to support the channel. Let me not say that I don't want to offend Southern people because I know I'll be mad. What? Say what, yours truly. Girl, when you was hesitant about offending somebody, what you gotta say? Um, he was on the stand for 5 hours. I would love to see that testimony. I ain't gonna lie. Um, the soft-spoken 27-year-old remained stoic through more than 5 hours on the stand, but in the end, his pain was unmistakable. You're not perfect, but you did not have anything to do with this, did you? Crisp asked. He said, no, ma'am. She said, how has this affected your life? He said, pretty much ruined my whole reputation, slandered my name, my brothers, my mom. I lost my job over it. I'm still trying to figure out stuff today. Worst thing I've ever had to live through for sure. I believe it. Calling people rednecks, and I don't have a heart, true. Oh, I don't call people rednecks, but hey, uh, let me see. Parker's defense attorney, Jeff Harrison, spent more than 40 minutes listing red flags Griffin either recognized or at least should have seen one by one. Griffin acknowledged all of them. He also admitted he was not in love with Parker at any point. So he never loved her. And see, this would be killing me by defense attorneys. Like, I get it that they have to do their job, you know what I mean? But what you don't, and I guess that is part of their job is to, make it seem like somebody else can be responsible for something they client did. Like now you want to, sit here and blame him and saying that it was all these red flags and you didn't recognize them. You know what I mean? But you can't make this dude be out the bad guy now. Just like I don't know who said it, but if being slow and dumb was a crime, okay, he's guilty, but he ain't guilty for nothing that girl did. She was a mess. He said, and then too, y'all, he said he also admitted he was not in love with Parker at any point. At any point. And so he was asked, but you did like the idea of tractors, trucks, side by sides, and this land over there in Oklahoma. It was a dream come true. Taylor wasn't a dream come true. That life and lifestyle was your dream come true, he asked. You had a lot of your decisions influenced again and again about the hope of money. Now, maybe immoral, but it's not against the law. Yeah, she was getting them. She was keeping them with that money. Well, fake money. I mean, she never had no money, but yeah, he stuck around for the money, pretty much. On redirect, Chris came back to follow up by noting that Harrison went over what a good con artist Taylor Parker is. So if you identified a red flag, she just doubled down on it. She's great. She's really good at it. She was the best I ever seen, Griffin said. Probably no shock to you that they're trying to make you look like an idiot, but she manipulated you. You understand that, right? And he said, yes, ma'am. Now, he was manipulated. I mean, he was just manipulated to the point to where a lot of people wouldn't be manipulated. I mean, it was just a lot. It was just too much. The jury also heard Monday morning from a woman who was incarcerated. Listen, y'all, this article is long, but it gives a lot of details. That's why I wanted y'all to hear it. Like I said, I wish this was a video, but I got a video coming up, but I don't know if it goes this in depth. The jury also heard Monday morning from a woman who was incarcerated at the bi-state jail with Parker in December 2020, 2 months after Parker's arrest. Shauna Ray Yeager, that's her name. Shauna Ray Yeager was in for probation violation and working as a trustee at the jail. She sent a letter. Okay, Miss Rosa said, Candy girl, listen. Truth, search Jason Charles on YouTube. You will find some coverage about my step grandson. The I Warren, Arizona is trying to sweep it under the rug, but Lee Merritt has agreed to take the case. Miss Miss Rose, let me write it down. But oh wow, hold on. Let me find a pen. Hold on, Miss Rosie. JC I like that name. Charles on YouTube. Your step grandson. Okay. Warren, Arizona. What do you mean the I Warren, Arizona? Is this case in Warren, Arizona? Warren, Arizona. She deleted it. I don't see that. Why did she delete it? Maybe she gonna retype it. I don't know. And you say Lee Merritt is taking up the case. See, once I see something on StreamYard, and y'all got to remember, I'm reading y'all comments on StreamYard. Even if you delete it out the chat on YouTube, I can still see it on StreamYard. Oh, okay. I'm nosy as hell. I try to catch it out. Lee Merritt, he lived in Warren, Arizona. The Lego system in Warren, Arkham, Warren, Arizona. Okay. Okay. I'll look it up, Miss Rose. I will. Yeah. I'll look that up. Um. Okay. So the woman that was locked up with Reagan, Shauna Ray Yeager, was in for a probation violation and working as a trustee at the jail. She sent a letter to the DA's office in March. Did you get my email? When did you send it? Yours truly. Yeah, I got it. I'm looking at the notification. I got it, boo. Y'all get the troll. Hey, Mike. How you doing, sweetheart? How you feeling? I got it. Yours truly. Thank you. Um, she sent a letter to the DA's office in March. Okay, Miss Rosie. Um, telling them Parker told her some details about what happened on the morning of the murder. Yeager testified. Now this girl testified. She was with the girl at the jail, y'all. Listen. How you feeling, Mike? Yeager testified that Parker told her about how she initially tried to use a knife that was in Hancock's home on the morning of the murders to cut the baby out, but found that it was not working the way she wanted it to. Hey Cam. Wait a minute, I got somebody. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Hey Mike.
Let me tell you something right now. You hit my motherfucking link. Don't have me ever looking for you. I'm the baddest bitch. I can't believe that. You don't hit my motherfucking link. True, I'm telling you now, you better hit. Don't ever make me look for your motherfucking ass again. You better hit
You
my
gotta say it
motherfucking.
right. My big fat funky ass. You
Oh,
gotta say it right.
listen. Listen, I didn't mean to change what you was talking about, but baby, I keep listening to that over and over, and I be on the floor. I swear, I don't do parodies, but I said I want to do a parody of that. That is
Do
so
it.
hilarious. That was so hilarious, and I was like, "What the fuck did Truth do to her?"
Nothing.
That
Ignored her. Absolutely
oh
nothing, Mike.
oh my god, I was on the floor. I was like, "Shit!" That bitch sent me the link. I'ma hit it because I ain't gonna be cussed out.
I wish I would. She could cuss me out some more. I don't give a damn.
Oh
I
my
don't.
god. How you been? We ain't really talked. This COVID been kicking my ass.
Yeah,
So
I know. I'm blessed. How you been, Mike? I've been watching you though. I,
really,
I like the head wraps. You say you got a line. I want to order me some.
listen, I'm a star. It's called the 4C game. Wrap around your motherfucking head and live your life.
I finna I've
Yeah.
been watching. I just hope you get better soon.
You know what? I am, but every time I walk, my oxygen is down. So that's what. Besides
Oh yeah.
the little aching and pain, because I was with my mama going to her chemo treatment, and
Mhm.
when I left out, I said, "Oh shit, I feel some type of way," and so I went to emergency. I was gonna sit there just in case because I was getting ready for our Thanksgiving Day parade, and I had got a pop and a Pepsi. I said, "Oh, this Pepsi flat as hell."
Mhm.
Then I was eating some Vienna sausages, and I said, "Oh, they taste like aluminum." So I didn't even catch that my taste buds was off. And finally, I was so hot, and I went. My temperature was up between 103, 104.
Mhm.
And so, they took me back, laid me down, and gave me an IV and all that. And mind you, remember I was in the hospital 12 days before that.
Oh yeah.
They gave me like 4 or 5 COVID tests while I was in there. And I said, how
Mm.
the fuck in 2 days I catch COVID? So
Wrong person,
they did.
wrong time.
Yeah, they was like, you got COVID, and you got to come in. And so look, um, I had hugged and kissed my mom and my niece and all of that. And I was like, did I get it? But my mother, they just admitted her. She's in the hospital, the same hospital with me on a different floor. Ain't that something?
Oh wow, Mike.
Yeah, and I can't go see her because I got COVID.
No,
they
you can't. No, you cannot. But does she have it? Was
no,
she a
no. She's in here for something totally different. But
okay, okay, good. Okay.
and we got the same name. So when
I
somebody
know that's a
called,
big oh my goodness, that's a big ooh.
when somebody called, 4 people that called her, they just sent her to my room. I was like, she's the female. They was like, well, you look a little gay with them damn wraps on your head. We thought it was
Ooh.
you. No,
Damn.
I be to turn this damn hospital out. But yeah, so it's just that my body's hurting. That's the only thing, the hurting and the
Yeah, the
tiredness.
body aches.
Yeah, but other than that, I'm still in my mood. I'm still eating like hell.
I see. Still
Uh,
still in good spirits and everything.
oh yeah, you know me. Listen, up in here, because I be thinking I'm at a 5-star hotel. I look at everything like that.
Well, I mean, you got to do whatever you got to do to make it through, honey, because that's a lot. I was up in that hospital with Tony for what 7? Let me see. Ooh, Monday then went two like damn near 9 days.
What, he had COVID too?
He didn't have COVID,
Oh,
no.
oh,
But baby, you, I mean, I get it that you gotta, pretty much stay in good spirits or you
yeah,
will be down. But
yeah.
that hospital stay is awful.
You know what? I don't look at it that way.
Really?
I
Well, that's
really, I get excited when they give me the drugs, because I get drugs for my pain.
oh
So
God.
I be look, did I be sitting here for I look, me, Shelby, and Michael Snowball was on something. They gave me my drugs, I was so drugged up. And I was just laughing. They was like, you high. You ain't even listening. I was like, I'm feeling good.
I know you were.
But
I know you were.
yeah, and but sometimes God sits you down for a reason.
Oh yeah.
And it was to let a lot of other things go because I was thinking about a lot of shit. And I was really, and I'm gonna say it here, just like I had decided that I would not sue Loca, right? Because I was sitting here and so many things was going on. But today I was talking to a friend of mine who works in the LGBTQ community. He's an advocate. And I
Mhm.
was just saying to him, what, because this is what you do. I had it on my video. I said, so when someone says, even if you did have AIDS, but if you don't, which I don't, but if you don't have AIDS, what happens if you do? He said, oh, they could be prosecuted to jail time. And I was telling him the story because
Really?
yeah, he said, I said, well, I think I should let it go. He said, I don't think you should. He said, she needs to be taught a lesson for the next person. And so now I'm on the fence of it, but he said there's no statute of limitations on it either. And so now I did this on positive videos. You got to be nice and blah blah blah. But then so I went and looked over her page and I looked. I didn't know I had a picture sitting on the casket. I didn't know none of that.
Wait a
Um,
minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. She's got a picture of you sitting on a casket.
yeah, sitting on the casket.
Well, I will say this, and I don't know. I don't know for facts because I hadn't like listened to her.
Uh,
Now, for what I'm hearing from other people, I don't know if she's still talking about you or not.
well,
I
I
don't
didn't.
even know if she's
No,
talking
no.
about
It's
me. I hadn't heard anything.
yeah. Well, no. She stopped. So that, but because I didn't watch it, but I didn't see any more other video. But all those other video, and but my mindset is going to: do you really get what you done? Do you know how serious that is?
Right.
That is
Yeah.
my thing because what sticks out of my head is after that he ain't getting no motherfucking lawyer. He ain't gonna. He do got a. And she went on even after I said, you know, this is illegal. Um,
Right.
so I'm just asking God to be in my heart. Then I had one of my supporters say to me, "Well, why don't you just show your test negative, um, and you don't have to sue her because she ain't got no money." Well, first of all, I got to prove nothing to no damn body. Number one,
First of all, you don't. That's
it's
for one.
right.
They
And
be
say
they be telling me to put up all type of proof of this and the
right.
other, and you don't. And second of all, a lot of sometimes you don't do things for money. You do it to it for the principle of it be the
Exactly.
principle.
Exactly. And because I don't feel like personally, because I was just studying thinking about this. So I said, I don't even really think she gets the magnitude of what she done. You know,
Hmm.
what if I had a catering gig and somebody didn't want me to cook because they think I had AIDS?
Exactly.
Um,
Right.
it could be a number of things, or just for the next person. And I'm not. It's not like me trying to. They was like, "Well, she really ain't got no money." I said it wasn't about the money. It's not even about the money.
Right. Right. I
I would
get
even,
it.
I even, an apology. I'd be like, Your Honor, can I get a damn apology? Uh, but if that wouldn't even make a difference to me. But I just want her to know that that was totally wrong and legally,
Hmm.
that I've heard that for years. I already knew that. That's why even before when she put the title up, I took a screenshot. It had my whole name, Michael Allen Waters got it.
Hmm.
I took a screenshot of that, and um, I said, honey, if you do this, I'm gonna sue you. And she did it anyway. She took my
Mm.
she took my name out of it. So you knew you were doing something wrong because you took my name off.
Right.
And
Right.
I've never even messed with even the lawyers like even her using CMA full blown AIDS.
Yeah,
I
because that's your YouTube name. I mean, you know.
and that's what people call me. And my thing was I was gonna squash it. I really was in that good mood. Um, but then talking to my friend, the AIDS advocate, the gay people's advocate, he's been
Hmm.
doing it for over 30 years. And he was like, no, Michael, you know what? You need to go ahead and pursue this. You need to do it. And I said, well,
So he's encouraging you to do it.
yeah, because he's been fighting for this for over 30 years. People, that's his specialty.
Mm.
That is his specialty. And I get it. I get it. I get where he's coming from. I really do. And like I
Wow.
said, it's not financial, but I don't think she really has no money that's gonna make me smile. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Hmm.
or that's gonna make a difference in my life. But
Right.
I don't know if she told me, "Look, I really get it. I shouldn't have done that."
Hmm.
Maybe that might change my perspective on it
Hmm.
because, because it ain't gonna cost me nothing because they gonna do it for free because that's what they do for the LGBTQ community. They look for cases like this.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And because when I first called the lawyer, he was like, I said, well, YouTube is my job. He was like, what? Did YouTube fire you? What they say? They was ready to sue YouTube.
How the hell you two gonna?
I don't know.
Nah.
But yeah, that is the thing that because I'm in a different place and space, even though I am being just a little messy tonight and I'm showing a text message. Because the reason I'm doing this, Money Boy Trey, if you listening, God dang it, stop putting up videos where I got to listen to this heifer talk my PP,
Mm.
and being so cocky and who gonna check me and blah blah. Yeah, this is my brother Wayne. Well, I'm going to show a text message that you gave me with you and your brother Mario tonight, um, because I
Mm.
want her to shut the fuck up. I really do. And I'm in that mood. And I don't give a fuck who got something to say about it. But in her word, who gonna check me, boo? Who gonna kick my ass? She
Uh
needs to shut
oh.
up. She done got too fucking cocky. I'm tired, and I look and I listen to her. It irks my nerves. And I kept telling her, I'm that bitch that sit back and don't fuck with you. And you make little snarl remarks and you try to let people have it. Own your own shit. And if you don't do it, I'm going to make you own it.
She ain't gonna
Period.
do it.
She
She ain't
just
Period.
gonna
did
do
a live saying you need content bad, my G.
You know what? Well, when I show her, when y'all see this text of what she sent me about her brother, don't no sister do that about her brother. A sister shouldn't even be motherfucking concerned about that. The same way you said, hey, she's about Wayne, honey, that little after thing. I'm telling you, this bitch will be exposed, but she better leave me alone. She better not even let me think. I think she talking about me. I have went through all of my. I got some juicy shit. And
Wow.
I think that she's forgot. And this is only one text that I'm gonna show, and I'm throwing it out there a little bit to say, hey girl, calm your hot ass down. Shut the fuck up. You're not that one. You're not a bad bitch. You're not about that life. You sitting there just to hear her talking about Tommy, and Tommy is married. Talking about he got 2 or 3 wives. No, he had 2 or 3 women when he was fucking with you because you weren't good enough.
Maybe that's
Period.
what she meant.
I don't know, but like I said, um, first of all, I was really pissed when she put that file on Money Boy. That is dangerous, and I ain't really spoke on that too much. But
Hmm.
you could fuck somebody's life up. What if that was believable? What if he go and they find
I
and
mean, people, women doing that, it have fucked up men's lives, like false
but
allegations
yeah,
and
and
things.
you don't know how that court case would turn out
Hmm.
to the point where that brother, you know what I'm saying,
Hmm.
and then I have a lot because you do your own daughter that way, and people will tell me to let some shit go, but you don't tell me what the fuck to do. I'm a grown ass man,
Hmm.
and I, just listen to her voice. I be like, shut up, just shut the fuck up, bitch. You done got away with a lot of shit. People still supporting you because they stupid as hell, but shut the fuck up now. Sometimes you talk too much, you too good. Somebody got to sit your ass down. Somebody got to pull you down a little bit. Cause you done got out your motherfucking mind. Girl, your numbers don't match your motherfucking subscribers. Bitch, we all get 1.2K views. We all there. We all get videos with 2,000 views. That ain't shit.
Yeah, but we all don't have 34,000 subs, so it looks normal when we get those type of views.
Yes, yeah, yeah. Yes, we do. And like I said, I heard you earlier say, well, Michael didn't left it alone. But when you play your shit, like, was that an old video? How old was that video? Oh, it has to be a
That was
new video.
yeah, that was from February of this year. That was earlier this year.
Was she working then, though? Because once she had her new job,
That's when she was in training. She had just started back working. That was day number 2.
well, I think that she has really forgotten how many times that she has gotten drunk. Because Philly people can go through a whole case of beer in a day. She buying by the case. And I think that's why I was so shocked that she came at me or turned on me like that. Because if y'all see the one video, I said, and I think I'm gonna have to go and play a little clip of that when I do my shit tonight. She said, I say, sis, really? Me? You coming at me? I said, out of everybody, I said,
Hey, Rue.
this is not a road that you want to go down because it ain't no turning back if you go there with me. And I meant
Mm-hmm.
that. I meant that. And I don't think she
Mm-hmm.
get it. And I just hate the cockiness of her. She convincing herself. She convincing herself. And then look, if I take my last breath with this damn COVID in this hospital, my last thing gonna be, fuck you, PP. No, I'm joking. Okay, that was a joke. But I didn't mean to come up here and turn
Don't
your
talk.
story.
Don't talk like that, Mike. Don't talk like that.
I didn't mean to come up here and change the topic of your
Oh,
story.
you good? You good? It's good to hear from you. You good?
Yeah, but I was sitting in here, I was listening to Money Boy and talking about playing that little bit of what she was saying, and I was like,
Hmm.
this heifer is too damn cocky. That means the way she was talking about, I ain't learned my lesson. Um, She talking like Heidi, like she the baddest bitch. When I know the other side of her, I know the insecurities. I know how scary she is. I know she worried. It's eating her up alive. But I'm gonna tap into that. Since we so secure now, I'm gonna start tapping into that. Cause I've been quiet long enough. I've been very quiet. I've held back, been a little reserved. I say something every now and then. But see, they ain't running for you. They ain't got your back like they used to. So you almost out here by your motherfucking self. You know what I mean?
Well, what I think is, and I'm not sure about the one person because we know she's just obsessed, but I think that people are really starting to pay attention. That's just my opinion.
Exactly. Exactly.
Hmm.
But I knew that was going to happen anyway
Yeah,
because,
you. I think I heard you say that
yeah, I
before.
said, this ain't going to last that long. I said,
Hmm.
sometimes God will build you up just so your drop can be a lot harder.
That's true.
And you are not being accountable for, see, this is what I don't like. You're not accountable for anything, like you've done nothing wrong
Mm.
in no aspect of your life. Not with your daughter, not with me, not with, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And everybody's the cause. I'm the cause. Why am I the cause? Because I said, look, I don't fuck with them. And as much as I've left people alone because you asked me to do that, and when I asked you the one time, and I still walked away, and
Mm.
you tried to turn that around, because I didn't walk away saying, fuck you, bitch. I still wasn't even letting her have it. People, Heidi was like, something wrong. Y'all, why y'all lying? Y'all know y'all mad at each other. They were digging.
Right.
So that was me still giving you, much as I knew, much as I was mad at her, I still walked away that way. And I didn't start talking about her to her and them fat, funky, faggot ass queens got on Come On Somebody and talked about me on my own motherfucking channel.
Mm.
That's where I just lost it.
I remember.
So, you know, people can say what they want to say, baby, but I have a lot of shit that I can keep just coming anytime I feel like it. And I'm telling her, you know what? Watch your back, girl. Stop it. I ain't even exposed you like I could. Not yet. But you making me do it. Every time I hear your voice being that cocky, I say, oh no, this bitch said, I'm gonna have to pull you down a notch every time.
Well, the fact that she said you're lying about everything, which I don't get why people will believe that because if they don't remember anything else, the fact that you said she had a daughter that she gave up. And see, this is what I've been making a point of here lately, Mike.
Uh-huh.
B Nicole was on her channel before B Nicole ever contacted you. Or however
Yeah.
y'all,
Listen,
you
B.
know.
Nicole was in one of the chats and she blocked her and said, this bitch a motherfucking fan. I wish she'd leave me alone.
But that was after
No,
they, but see, I'm talking about back when she did videos with the grandbaby
oh
and
yeah, yeah. Well,
and had
I knew
Nicole on her channel.
I, I knew about the videos. It's just that I didn't remember. I knew B. Nicole and I couldn't find her.
Oh, okay.
I knew about the videos.
Okay.
I knew, you know, she would call B. Nicole in the morning and then sometimes well, she would call me first or call her and say, oh, I talked to my daughter. She was happy about it. That's what she told me.
Yeah.
I knew that. And like I said, I was the one that I would ask all the time, how B. Nicole doing? Oh, she all right. Um, then when I asked her
Hey,
that one day,
Nene Nicole. Hey, Nanya.
hey,
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 Miss
hey.
Charlene.
And when I asked her that one day, and she said, "Fuck her, she that bitch dead to me." And I said, "What's
Mm-hmm.
wrong?" She tried to put, "Oh, the bitch asking me for money," and I'm like, "What?" So she never gave me a definite why,
Right.
but I knew it, and so and like I said, if anybody looks bad, people want to say, "Oh, Michael was so." I cannot stand this when people say the way that Michael did PP. Get the fuck out!
Mm-hmm.
Get the fuck out of here!
Mm.
I responded to what the bitch was doing to me. Um, But let's go back to what her saying. I don't know what's wrong with my brother. He done lost his mind. He's crazy. I don't know what he's talking about. If a bitch can lie like that with a good face about that,
Well, she had to make the people think you were crazy for what you was. She probably thought you was about to say about her.
yeah. Well, I don't think. I think it fucked her up. She never thought that B Nicole would reach out to me. See, what? She probably never thought I would say it. Stop underestimating people. You're not this high mighty person that we all honor and praise her. No, I see through the bullshit. That's why I was able to walk away. We made some good money on Come On Somebody.
Right, right,
But
right.
but you were using me because I was making that money on comedian Michael Allen and Cash App.
Mm-hmm.
So when you say, "Oh, bro, you should do that on this channel," why, bitch? Because I'm splitting that with you. You get what I'm saying? So I was pulling back
Mm-hmm.
all the way around, and she knew at one point she lost the grip. She lost the grip she had on me. The cash apps didn't work anymore. The money did not work. The gifts did not work
Mm-hmm.
because it became stupid to me. Now you are just going at any and everybody for little shit, little kid shit.
Right.
That bitch agreed with what she said. Fuck her, block her. What?
Wow. It's a lot. Like I say, it's a lot when it comes to that woman. People just don't understand. Like I
They don't.
say, even the shit on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Like people want to pretend like they don't see what's happening. Like as far as the stuff on YouTube, like I say, you, me, Money Boy, we know about shit that don't happen in real life, and people just don't
Yeah.
know. Like people say, oh, they out here doxing, stalking, harassing her. No, ain't nobody doxing her. Stalking, harassing. No, there's definitions for those words, and we're absolutely not doing it. But the fact that I know about some stuff that this woman has done in real life to her own family members, like I say, I'm not when I talk about it, and this is not me trying to control how you or Money Boy talk because y'all know I support y'all anyway. I would never try to tell y'all how to speak. I'm just me as a woman. I'm not. I try my best, and I don't know if I've done it since I said I wasn't gonna call the woman out her name. I'm not gonna, come for her, come at her as they put it. But as far as speaking my opinion and talking about some of the things that I know, I'm gonna do it because you out here, you're a whole fake persona. Like you put on this persona like you this type of female when you're not. You're the opposite. And it's ridiculous.
Right, right.
You know what I mean?
I was
That's
talking.
why I'm so adamant about talking about it. I ain't trying to, you know, uh uh downgrade the woman, to come for the woman at this point. I done got over all of that. I just want people to know that she's full of shit, pretty much. you
I've
know?
never met a person where I say Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde,
Oh
night,
yeah. Oh
night
yeah.
and day. I would have never, if this had been in the first couple of months that I met her, and somebody come up to me and told me that she could be that type of person, I would have cussed them up. That I would have put my life on a bitch, not Phil, not Phyllis. I would
Right.
have, but I've seen a side that I've never seen a change in a person like that ever in my life.
Wow.
To be that way, to be that cold hearted, to be that calculated, to be that dirty, to be that nasty, that
Right. Right.
grimy, and
Hmm.
then to come on, she kind of reminds me of Donald Trump in a
Oh
way.
wow.
When you see, and she try to make people, she got all the people yes and blah blah blah, and like Money Boy was saying, nobody ever heard her talk about God. She used to skip my prayers. I don't nobody want to hear them prayers when she would
Yeah.
review my video. Oh, I ain't gonna listen to this prayer. She skipped her, and when she prayed, she said, "Thank you, God, for eating this food. Thank you, Jesus." She's never been a spiritual woman. So all of a sudden, you are going to every avenue to save.
That's when a lot of people find God is when they going through something.
Come on,
So,
come on, come on.
thank you for that, come correct.
You
I
can,
read Miss Rose's comments. I'm gonna comment them on them in a minute. But thank you for that. Go ahead, Mike. Go ahead, baby.
you can go to my video. You can go back to when I first started YouTube, and you can see me praying. This ain't nothing I started doing. This is what's in me.
Right.
This is what's in me, and the phoniness in her. And people. I was up today talking about hug somebody, lift somebody up today, make them smile, and I did that. I really did that. But as I sat here and had that second shot of morphine, no,
Oh God.
it said, "Motherfucker, tell the truth." No, once I listened to Money Boy, see, I gotta stop listening to Money Boy shit because he'll
Yeah, I
play.
think Money Boy triggers you a lot. Like he's cut.
He
Well,
do,
he's cut.
he do, he do. So I have to stop listening to him because I went over there and I was
Hell, she
listening.
triggered me too. I'm the victim. The fuck?
So look, I'm sitting like this cocky ass heifer. And then what made me think about the text that I got, it's not a voicemail, but it's text. And y'all gonna look at it and be like, wow, that's weird. Why would she send that? Um, Great text, y'all, and it says a lot.
Oh wow.
It's simple, but it says a lot. It's a very
Mm.
simple text, but the orchestration of it, when you look at it, you be like, oh my god, that's not that's that's weird. Um, what made me even think to look for the little text is when she was talking to Wayne on the phone, by the way, that she cussed Wayne out for having dinner with me, Nicole.
Well, she done cussed out several family members for having dealings with B
Yeah,
Nicole. Let's
yeah,
be
yeah.
clear.
So she acted like they were like, yes, this is my real brother. And bitch, you just told that nigga
Yeah,
never.
a lot of people don't know that when she was saying that
Uh,
about, he my real brother and da 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 da. They don't know that she was throwing shots at B Nicole. Because
her,
she actually, yeah, she cause that she was mad at the man for having a relationship with
yeah.
B.
But wait, we also, yeah, that was her real brother, and that was your real uncle you fucked.
Mm.
Come on. We know how you love family. You love family a little too much.
It's a whole lot. It's a mess.
So how can you sit there and be cocky, get my real brother, when your family is who you fucked? And that's why you in a situation. That's why you where you at. Stop being real and talk about that and talk about what really matters. If you really care to know why I ain't gotta ask no why people so worried about what I do. Why were you so worried about what Miss Robbie did?
She ain't got to say nothing. She don't have to answer to it. I mean, if that's how she want to handle, that's how she want to handle. But the thing about it is, like, you taking shit too far with all these false police reports and
Yeah.
protection orders and all that. You just doing too much, and people should see. See, like I was trying to explain about my whole situation. When you see people doing desperate things and telling lies and making up fake shit, you got to know that it's something ain't right about that.
Well, you know what? I was sitting there and I was saying to myself, this girl done lost her mind.
Mm.
Um, what if that trial go different? I mean, think hopefully the trial go right, but what if somebody really believed that Money Boy did that to her? What if they had just came and
There's
arrested
no
him?
way. Like, there's no evidence of it. You have to have evidence. You have to have evidence. There's no evidence, nothing that can even be manipulated. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? But hey, I'm not gonna say that justice hadn't failed. I mean, justice has failed a lot of people.
Yes, it has.
But I mean,
I just don't want Tommy shaking real bad to kick Money Boy's ass at the next trial.
I ain't worrying about that either. Mm-mm.
Tommy gonna come up and check Money Boy.
And Tommy is a shit talker. Tommy look like he'll run. He just look
Wait,
like this to me.
yeah. Um, I can't believe he got his little bitch ass in there. He's a bitch nigga.
He do too much talking to literally do something. Men that's all about action. They don't do a whole lot of talking. I know I got
Thank
one.
you. Thank you.
They don't do a whole lot of talking.
Wait, when
All
the
that
mother
talking he be doing, that let me know right there he full of shit. If
when
he
the
see Money Boy to this day, I think he'll go the other way.
look, when that motherfucker looked in the camera to me, to my, yeah, stop fucking with my woman. Cause when I see you, I'll beat your ass. And yeah, I'm married, bitch. I was like, and you can see people, I was like, you dumb fuck. Thanks for just confirming what the fuck I've been saying,
That's
you
another
dumb.
lie they said you told, and it wasn't a lie. See what I'm
Come
saying?
on. Come on. I'm telling you. She would say, she said, her and Tommy went together for years, but she said he's a hoe. That nigga a hoe. He done cheated on her so many times, and you married the bitch that you cheated with. And that said a lot about Phil really thinks she won because she got him back. You lost, bitch. You still lost. That you got that woman. She took something from you and
Yeah,
gave it
after
back.
he got married on me, that would have been a done daughter for
You
me.
wasn't good enough to go down the aisle while she studied saying, my man, my man. Girl, bye. That he's everybody man. And let that
Mm,
bitch go to prison, he'll be a bent over bitch man.
mm.
How that nigga gonna protect you and he's shaking and drunk and falling over?
Stay high, stay drunk.
Hmm.
It's ridiculous.
The nigga can't do a complete sentence. Have you ever heard him really talk?
Well,
He sound like he sound
I've
like
listened to
weeble
what
wobble, weeble 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 wobble. The guy from the Cosby Show. with the hat
I
pulled
just
over his eyes.
know, to be honest, them as a couple, and I thought it was just her, but now that I've seen, him. To me, them as a couple, they are very, very like childlike. They act childlike. It's something about them as a couple. It's like immaturity. I don't know how to put it.
He probably
They
be
just
down there playing her coochie talking
Oh, wait a minute now. I don't even want that visual. Please. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
I just don't want Money Boy and Tommy to be fighting over Philly Field because they both wanted her.
Oh well, I mean, people have to do what they have to do.
Sir, no comment.
Yeah, so for anybody to say, "Oh, Michael, why you doing this now?" You can't tell me when or what how to feel, why I want to feel it. I'm way past the threshold, so it ain't that. I'm way past
Right.
the threshold for next month. It ain't that. But what I'm saying is, slow down, girl. You doing too fucking much. I done sat back in the cut too fucking long. You've been throwing little subliminals at me. You don't think I catch it. And thanks to Money Boy for that, because I wouldn't know if it wasn't. Everything is Money Boy's fault.
Yep, everything's his fault. Yep, I agree. But see, I think that you and Money Boy got to realize with Philly Phil. Hey, Greg, good to see you, baby. How's the daughter? How's your daughter? I think that y'all have to realize that y'all expecting her. See, it irritates you the fact that she comes out and she's so boastful and she's so this and that and the third. That's her personality. It's her personality. Like, she's not gonna ever come out and look or act like the loser, even though she's losing. She's never gonna.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she's never gonna. She's never
And
even.
look,
I let me tell you how. Let me tell you how much attention I pay and how much I read this woman.
mm,
Even when she comes out after Dallas Cowboys lose the game, pay attention to her demeanor and her attitude and what she says out her mouth. Even with this whole football and the Dallas Cowboys losing, it's something about that woman that she would never admit defeat ever.
exactly. She would go down with her last breath. And I'm gonna tell you how. This is another thing. Loca found a video of me on Facebook saying my friend Phyllis, my girlfriend,
Hmm.
my friend,
Hmm.
and then um, Finest Wine said in one of his things that I got proof that they're not real brothers and sisters.
Mm.
And she was like,
Good
"Fuck
to
him."
hear, Greg.
He,
Good
she,
to hear, boo. We still praying for her. I'm sorry, Michael. Go ahead.
she was like, "Fuck that." But that's why she hated Finest Wine. He sent her $50 for her birthday. She cashed that back. But anyway, I don't care how mad at you. I'm keeping your motherfucking money. She's a dumb bitch for that. But anyway, she was mad because he said that somebody gave him proof that we weren't sisters and brothers. So I said to her, it really bothered her. I said, I don't give a fuck. I said, I tell him we ain't sister and brother, bitch. We close. You my sister,
Hmm.
any mother. That's what I was.
Exactly.
And she was like, if you say that, I'll deny it to the end. I'll say you motherfucking lying. And I had to
Hmm.
start laughing. But yeah, that last conversation I had with I said, look, I ain't even said we not brothers and sisters yet. I ain't really said, I said, stop it. That next morning she got a Michael, not my brother, because you wanted to do it for it to make it seem like it was me when it was all her.
Right. Right.
She would tell me when I would talk about my daddy, well, don't do that because if we supposed to have the same daddy, I said, Philip, I'm not finna think about it. I'm not gonna deny my motherfucking daddy.
Right.
I didn't give a fuck. And I used to always, if you look at the videos, I say, what difference would it make if we real sisters and brothers or not? That was my answer. But it
Right.
really meant something to her, and
But you
it
got to
bothered
know
her.
that lady live. She is like she live with a lot of secrets. She rather keep shit, a secret than to be honest. She just
Yes,
to do that.
yeah. Like you would see her on a video with her brother Mario and the wife, and yeah, this my we did. But you complained to me so much of how they did the granddaddy, because the granddaddy used to live with Mario and them, and the wife she swept down that the wife did not want the granddaddy there, and Phyllis ended up taking care of the granddaddy. So you can't say you talk about them, and then I see you on the video. Yeah, hey, we're cooking in this woman's kitchen, but you done called her every lazy, sloppy bitch in the world.
What?
Yeah, I'm telling. She hates Mario's wife.
It seems like she had everybody wife in the family. I'm just saying.
Yeah, yes, I'm telling you. And this is just shit that me and her talk about every day. And I, because a lot of times she goes over to Mario. If you look at some of the videos, you see she's always sitting back there with all the men. And I'm
Yep.
like, she'd be like, fuck that bitch. Because she didn't go to Mario's wedding. She didn't go
What?
to the wedding because she hated the wife, the way the wife did her granddaddy, she said. And she fell out with her friend Michelle because Michelle was fucking Mario. She didn't have a problem.
What?
Wait, she didn't have a problem with Michelle, her friend Michelle fucking Mario, but she got mad because Michelle went to the wedding. She told Michelle not to go to the wedding. Michelle went anyway. You, bitch, she wasn't mad because she didn't say that. Girl, you out of order going to that wedding knowing you fucking that woman's husband. But she said, you gonna go to that bitch. I don't like that bitch. She was mad because she didn't like the motherfucking wife.
Oh my God. Oh
Uh-huh.
Lord.
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah. I got a couple more stories. I'm gonna show the little text. But I got stories that she told me that just make my skin crawl a little bit, or it makes me wonder: was the whole family little freaky dicky motherfuckers?
I don't know.
Just the
I ain't
most
gonna say that
freaks.
because I feel like the Whitehead family been lied on and defamed. I'm not gonna even talk about the family. And you know
Yeah,
why I'm not gonna talk about the family? Because this is the thing. Like in real life, that woman, she's a terrorist in her own family. So I ain't gonna even talk about them. I ain't gonna even talk about the family. It's some deep rooted stuff going on though. You know what I mean? Yeah.
yeah, yeah. She know it, and like I said, it's been there's been so many nights that she's called me, and I'll sit back a lot of times and laugh when I hear other people try to comment and tell her story.
Mhm.
And I'm like, these motherfuckers so dumb. They don't even know what the fuck they talking about.
Yeah. Well, you got to remember, it's people out there talking about not. You know, the thing about it is when. And I'm not saying anybody have reins over talking about the situation because then and everybody can talk. You know, this is YouTube. Everybody got free speech. But it just, as far as you know things that she's told you, Money Boy, and I know things that we've heard from family members. I mean, we've talked to these people, and the thing about it is, you got somebody out here who claims they never talked to her or anybody else, but got all these intimate details of what supposedly
Yeah.
went on. That's crazy to me.
And you got people calling me the brother from hell. I'm gonna be like PP herself. Don't call me her motherfucking brother. I ain't her brother.
Right,
Like you
right.
got titles saying brother from hell.
Mhm. Mhm.
But I really don't even think about them. I laugh because it's like a bunch of court jesters buffoonery when I look at it, and it's so obvious that the reason why they're doing it, you know, um, if I wanted to make money on it, I would have been doing it like a motherfucker from the get go.
Mm.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
My
feel like you got. I feel like you got a lot. To
Yeah, yeah.
Lord,
You know what? I still have not. You got to realize I got almost 3 years of text between me and her.
I know.
I still ain't went all the way back to the beginning. I was just scrolling through. I got it. I'm gonna find that text somewhere where she was talking about Money Boy's penis.
Ooh, Lord. Ooh, if you find that one, Jesus.
I'm gonna go through them and look. But I'm
And
trust
that, ladies and gentlemen, is why I have an OnlyFans.
me.
Oh God.
Well, maybe she was one of your only fan. Was she your only fan, nigga?
And I hadn't put a price and shit up yet. I hadn't decorated it enough, but
Wait.
I'm sure
Oh,
she
wait a
would pay
minute.
to
Oh,
see
wait
my
a minute.
dick.
Wait a minute, because you were out here putting a price for them women to see your dick. I remember that. You were putting prices out
She
Yeah, that's what
probably
I'm
gonna.
saying. She would be a member.
Oh
there.
God. Oh my God.
Yeah. But you got to be careful because she's borderline deranged. To
She's a.
I would it
She's
wouldn't
a
even
lot of things, but
it
hey.
wouldn't even be right in my spirit for me to write down a false report like that.
Right, right. Lies, just lies.
No.
Yep.
That shows you there's no God in her. When she's sitting there talking, God wouldn't want her doing that. Not
No, no,
just
she lied and no, she did it, and then she said that God got her. God is upholding her in the lie. That's what's baffling for me.
I think what we need to do, you need to let Joy put her and Joy chit chat in the room and let Joy chit chat tap that ass.
No, you know, when
We
I,
don't condone violence, sir.
that's what I was just
I,
gonna say, but I had to laugh first.
could you imagine them two in the room? Joy talking about, come here, my G. What's all that
No
shit you
comment,
saying,
my
my
G.
G?
Lord have mercy.
Oh, G. But
And
yeah,
Joy did a stint in Memphis for a while too. She
come on,
lived down here for a little stint.
come on now, come on. She ride, you know, Joy will ride up on niggas in hotels. Shit. Uh,
Mm.
but it just irks me hearing her be that cocky. On
Well, I mean, that's her personality. She's gonna always be there. Like I say, she's she's never gonna admit defeat. She's not. I thought she would have been a little humble once she got served that lawsuit, and she got worse. She got worse.
oh, that was
Yep.
celebrity.
Yeah, she got worse. I don't give a fuck who it is. I don't want nobody
No,
suing me.
she said, look, when they were talking about us, she said, bro. Fuck, I said, look, I said, sis, I'm tired of this shit. She said, bro, fuck that. They talking about us. Let's make this money. I was like, what?
Wow.
Like, fuck how it's making us look.
Wow. hmm Well, Mike, what time you going live? Cause I'm gonna need to be over there to see this receipt. I'm
CMA, I just seen what the hell you sent earlier. Lord Jesus.
Did you?
Lord
You see
Jesus.
that? You see
I'm
that?
just seeing it.
Oh
Lord.
man, I thought you had been got that. You see that?
What the hell? I want to see
Remember I
the
told
fuck.
you? Remember I told you about that picture? Look, he is dying over there.
Oh, baby, he is just through.
Look, he just said, "Fuck me."
I don't know what you said. Ooh,
he gonna let
Lord.
he gonna let you know. He
Mm,
asked me for it, and I have been going through all it. It's amazing what you find. I mean, it took me like 20 minutes going through, and I'm not through all the texts yet.
damn.
You got to realize her and I talk constantly all day, every day.
I know. I know. I know.
No matter what time of the day, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning.
Mm. Sad case.
So
Well,
when I
if
hear
I,
when I hear these bitches out here talking about what they know and what they be, girl, y'all don't know shit. Y'all don't know a damn thing.
mm-hmm.
Not like I know it. And I think because I've been quiet, that's why she really ain't said too much about it. She
What
said,
the
look,
hell?
Lisa's motherfucker being quiet. Yeah, Buddy Boy sent that to you.
What in the hell?
You see that shit?
Ooh,
And notice the lack of smile.
I'm done. Mike and Money Boy, y'all can exit stage left at this point. I'm done. I don't. Ooh, I am speechless. What the fuck?
Money Boy, I forgot you asked me. You asked me for that quite a while ago. Remember I told you I had it?
Oh my god. Ooh, okay. I'm done. I'm done. It's amazing to me how people come out here and run their mouth. See, this is what I'm talking about. What about your friends? They fuck up your whole. You can't even do your live no more because they just fuck up your whole skilo. And they supposed to be your friends. This is what I'm saying. I'm fucked up right now. Whew.
I didn't
I,
do it.
yeah, you did. You sent it to me, nigga. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. I did ask for it though, didn't
I was
I?
so about to say, you said, I want to sing.
I did ask for it. Sorry.
So
Damn.
I remember, Money Boy. I remember you asked me for that. Remember? And you hear me, Money Boy?
He at work, so he be in and
Yeah,
out.
I hear you.
Look, you asked me for that, and I couldn't remember where it was. You did say you would pay me for it, but now I said no. I'm gonna just give it to you. But is it at a priceless when you look from the waist down? Remember, that's what I was always talking
Yep.
about.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Ooh, jeez, Louise, why though?
And I
What
have a
about you? Couldn't wait till I got off live
look.
to
No, I said this to Money Boy.
Did you
When
tell me to wait till you got off live, or did you say I want to see, like
oh
you want to see it right now? You should have specified.
you
Oh,
yeah
okay. I'm sorry.
you did say
Next
I
time I
want to.
will.
You did say I want to see, and listen, Money
Damn.
Boy, that coincides with what you've been calling them all along. You know that, right?
What? I mean, well, don't say too much. Just be quiet, cause you just hush, Mike.
Look.
Cause I agree with you. I agree with you. I agree with you. You a mess, Michael. Oh my God, you are awful.
Look, my bones is hurt, but I'm laughing like hell.
Oh, I sure hate you in pain though, for real,
Oh,
cause COVID hurts. It hurts. It does hurt.
trust me, I didn't know. I felt like I ran into a brick wall. Do you hear me?
Mhm.
Look, with a bowling ball hitting me afterwards.
Mhm.
Yes, but yeah, I
Mhm.
had to.
So you go live at 7:30. I'm
No,
gonna be there.
I'm
I
8:30 my
promise
time.
you.
It's 8:30 my time.
Uh huh.
It's almost 8 o'clock here.
Uh huh. You an hour ahead of me.
Oh, okay. It's YouTube etiquette. I wasn't gonna sit here and say I was going what time. You don't do that on nobody's
No,
back.
I shout you out. I shout
Yeah,
you out. You promote your shit.
yeah.
I'm
Look,
not like that. I'm not like that at all. Cause I'm gonna be there. Hell, why wouldn't I want my people to be there?
okay, come on,
We
somebody.
party together.
Come on, somebody. And I think we are. I appreciate you and Buddy Boy, and we they might cluck us all together as these. Let's tear PP down.
I
But
don't give a fuck.
I look at it more as let's lift B Nicole up because she got a bad rap coming out here. That's
That's how
fine.
I look at it.
That girl.
Cause we speaking facts. They lying on that woman.
Right,
That's how
right.
I see it.
And I was like, even if I didn't consider being Nicole my niece, just if a stranger, I would have been taken up for it. That's just what I would have done.
Mhm.
I'm not going to
Mhm.
left her out here by herself like that, fighting these
Yeah.
damn wolves.
Yep. Yep.
You know,
Exactly. Y'all hit that link. Y'all check out Mike. He going live in about 30 minutes. I'm gonna be there.
I got some commentary. Um, listen, I need to get me an assistant and go through all these motherfucking text messages so they can decipher what it is I really need.
You ain't got number time. You send your ass up there in the hospital. You ain't
But
got number
no,
time.
look, they giving me steroids and my breathing treatment. They giving me Norco. But because this is the stuff. Look, yesterday I could have been touched and found. I wouldn't have known. That the man walked in my room and just kept giving me shit. And I was laying here. I thought, oh God, it was like a movie. I was like, maybe.
Oh my God. Michael, you are awful.
Look, um, then he talking about, can you want me to put this suppository up? I said, excuse me.
Ooh.
I said, I'm going to the bathroom. He was so adamant about that second time he gave me the pills. I was, go ahead, do what you got to do, bro. No, I'm joking.
Oh my God.
And we had an eye to eye contact. It was so uncomfortable, but
Uh
it was a
E
moment.
Books, you got that troll out of here? I know I see E Books. I don't see T. It's a shame I don't even know who I got modded on this channel. Let me see.
I don't be knowing either, but I don't go through too many minds. I've always had the same ones.
I do too, but I got three channels and different people are mods on different channels. So
Really,
thank you,
I don't.
Ebro.
I don't add it in. I don't take that away. It takes
I
a
hear
lot for
you.
it takes a lot for me to unmod somebody.
Oh, me too. I've got Mars from when I first started.
Yeah, yeah. Um,
Hmm.
what do you feel about your mods being somewhere where somebody talking about you?
I don't. I don't really think about it. I don't know if it's happened. If it's happened, I don't know anything about it.
Right,
Um, the thing about it is, like, say for instance, like with T, I think T is a mod for you. Like, say tomorrow you decide you want to come for me, and T is your mod, and she, I feel like as a mod, she's not obligated to be in your chat,
right,
but like,
right.
she may feel that way. I mean, I don't know. I've
Well, my
never.
my thing is this: you can go to a channel where somebody talking about me because you grown. We can't tell people where
That's
they can
fact.
and can't go. But what the part that I get, if you're a mod for me, don't agree with the person if they talking about me. You ain't gotta say nothing.
That's facts. Cause see, the thing about it now, I've had that to happen with me as far as subscribers. I don't have people who comes in my chat, and I done seen those same people in chats where I've been talked about. And this is the thing, I've never had an issue with that. I've
Uh,
never had an issue with that. The only way I would have an issue if one of my people send me a screenshot where they were engaging in the conversation and had something bad
exactly.
to say
Well, you
about
know
me.
what? Somebody came over in my chat and was talking about you, and I said, I said, have you told Truth Hurts that? And T Always Wins was in there, and T Always Wins was kind of going at her. And I was like, I said, y'all killed me saying it somewhere else. Say it to the person, because when you in her chat, I wasn't taking a side, but hell, why you saying it over here? Don't you want Truth to hear it? Tell Truth. Um, and seeing stuff like that, I don't like. And T Always Win took up and was like, nope, don't do that.
Right.
Um, and so but I got it. I got it, 'cause
Well, I mean, the thing about it is, like, I got minds that I know for facts watch people that talk about me because there's some of the people that let me know what's being said.
yeah,
So it's not like I'm telling them, why the fuck you over there, even though they're not dropping down. They
right,
just over there listening, and they got their reasons for why they listening, but they don't hide it from me that they've heard what was said. So, and I don't have an issue with it. I don't have an issue with
right.
it at all.
Well, I tell my people not to send me nothing and don't tell me.
Mhm.
Um, but they be like, "Fuck you, CMA. We send it. We watch it out." Uh,
Mhm.
and see
Mhm.
a lot of stuff. I'm like, "What?" And so a lot of times but I'm good because I have not really been responding to too many things.
Mhm. Mhm.
And especially when you got real life going on. You know,
I will, Greg. I'm on my device. I'm not on that device right now, but I will, baby. Thanks for reminding me. But yeah, yeah, it's crazy, but it gets a little sticky when it comes to certain situations. But I try not to take everything like so serious. Like I say, I mean, it's apparent that if one of my moms is in a chat talking bad about me, of course that's gonna, make me say, okay, then you got to go. But as far as like, I got some people. Well, I don't know, Mike. I just handle situations as they come. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I just handle them as they come, pretty much.
yeah. Like I said, but even in these YouTube streets, um, I'm really about loyalty. I'm really about people
Mhm.
be. I hate people that switch up. You stay to who you. I may not like who you are, but at least I can say that you a real person and you genuine because that's who the fuck you
Mhm.
are.
Mhm.
Not
Mhm.
one way over here and one way on over there. You ain't never seen me switch
Cause
up
if
like
it's switch up, if it's that easy to switch up, like you switch up in one day, going from chat to chat to chat, then you're not loyal. But not only are you not loyal, you're not real. Like, who does that? Like,
exactly,
if you take a
exactly.
stand on one thing, how are you over supporting another stand? I don't get it. Like, that don't make sense to me. That don't make sense.
You,
That's
that's a,
just somebody that wants to be a part of every chat and wants to go
yeah.
from chat to chat and wants to be seen or heard. And I mean, it's just too much. Like, I don't have time for shit like that. Like I say, my boy Trey Circle Small Period song is one of my favorite songs. It's facts. You got to keep it small.
I never heard that song.
Yeah, you have. You just don't know you heard it. If you watched him and me, you heard it. Hey, Bayou, you may not know it when you hear. I mean, you might not know the name of it, but I'm sure you
Hey,
heard.
you look, damn, you how y'all popping like that. Oh, you didn't heard
I'm
it.
just saying, I play
Oh,
the song all the time,
you
and
acting
so
like
did
y'all
he.
some motherfucking celebrity. Oh, you didn't heard it. What?
No, I'm just saying.
I'm like, damn.
Yeah. But it's crazy, man. This
Yeah.
YouTube is crazy. That's why I just try to stay focused on my commentary, and I got 3 channels I'm trying to do, man. I ain't got time.
You know, I don't pay nobody no attention no way.
Yeah.
I have people say, oh, don't do no videos from the hospital. You know they're gonna try to flip the. I said I don't give a. I said y'all really must don't know me. I don't give a fuck. I
I
really
know.
don't.
I
I
know I
love doing my
don't.
hospital chronicles,
Mhm.
and I'll do them any motherfucking time I feel. Say, but you better be careful what you say. So I really was thinking about letting the suit go, but when you have people tell you something and you look at it a different way, like you know what, right? Because what would stop that person from doing it again if they don't? There's no repercussion this time. If there's no
Mhm.
consequences,
Mhm.
you know.
Yeah.
I ain't even talking about the calling of my hotel room or calling the police and I'm doing inappropriate shit on YouTube.
Wow.
All of that, I'm not even talking. None
That's a
of that
lot.
bothers. But putting the hospital up where I was at, none of that bothers me because at the end of the day, that didn't do nothing, change nothing in my life. But
Yeah.
saying that pissed me off. Putting my name in there and saying that in a whole title, it really pissed me off.
Mhm.
Because you act like you know me, you act like you know my medical record, and you don't.
Mhm.
And even
Mhm.
if you did know it, you still it's illegal to do it.
That's
All,
fact.
all the way around, it's illegal. And so I don't know if they really know it. And that's the reason I'm leaning. And even talking, and I was on live when I was talking to him. He works for the Rainbow Coalition.
Mm.
I've known
Mm.
him almost 30 years. And he was like, no. He said, oh, yes, she can be prosecuted. Yes. And I said, well, he said, no, if I was you, I wouldn't let it go. I would do it, pursue that. She needs to
Wow.
learn a lesson. Or the next
Well, you
person.
got decisions to make, honey.
Yeah. My heart is saying, you know what, you can let it go. My mind is saying she hasn't learned. And I don't think she's not going to get it unless something is done.
Mm.
I don't even worry about her in that way no more. But I did that, and I think if I don't do it, then people think it wasn't really a case.
Well, when you start worrying about what people think, you
You know
don't.
what? You did what? Oh shit! These I better get up out this house. But you're right. I just did a whole video. Who was they and fuck they?
Exactly.
You right. Well, maybe not they, her.
Right, 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 right. You just do what you feel like you need to do. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
I can't believe somebody told me all you do is just show your negative and then that'll squash it right. Yeah. I said I ain't gotta prove nothing to no motherfucking body.
that's crazy.
That was funny that you would even say that for me.
That's crazy.
And second, I was telling me, well, just do that because you ain't gonna get no money. Just move on. I was like, do you want me to not sue? Are you a pawn? Did they put a pawn over here? Is there a
Child,
mole?
you never know what people's intentions are. I
You know,
promise you that.
that's why I'm
Some
like,
people you just never know.
And look, I'm one of them content creators that don't go. I go into your live. I go into Money Boy's live. I'll go into some of my YouTubers of the week lives. I mean, they don't lie. I'm watching, but as far as live, yours, Money Boy. Lately, I've been going into Michael Stovall's a little bit because I think he's fucking hilarious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I've been in Shelby's. Other than that, I don't do other people's lives.
Right.
I don't even go over. I'm not even in the bush. So when somebody says something, and I go over there, and sometimes you see people, I go, "Oh, that's what happened with James Wilson." He was my moderator one time because Shawanda wanted to be. I happened to go in somebody's live. They are laying me out, and this nigga putting up beer bottles and pill bottles, calling me a drunk and a pill head. And you my moderator.
Oh wow.
And I cussed him the fuck out. And I was like, bitch, if you don't get your bitch ass from over here, you know, I don't play that. I don't play that shit.
That's crazy. That's
You a little
weird.
crazy, but you ain't that motherfucking crazy nigga to be moderating my shit. And I said I'm gonna never fuck with him again. That was some weak shit.
Wow.
Talking about he looked like Bishop TD Jakes.
Oh my God.
Yeah. But yeah, so I don't really dictate to nobody. I just say, govern yourself accordingly.
Mm-hmm.
That's all that is. You can say, you know, you can be at somewhere where somebody talk about me every day. And
But
if
it
you
should be common sense not only to Mars but subscribers
yeah,
that if you see somebody that you think support you and you happen to see them in a live, not just in a live where somebody's dogging you, but participating in that. I mean, it should be common sense that you're not gonna want them in your shit. That's just common sense.
yeah, exactly.
Like that's crazy.
Or just don't be egging and sit down. Don't participate in the conversation.
Exactly. Exactly.
If they talking about, because that means you don't support me. Support me.
Exactly. That's facts. Mhm.
And a lot of a lot of people do that. A lot of people, I did a whole video on what does it mean to have a wrench, a blue wrench, and be a moderator. Some people,
Mm.
some people use that as leverage,
Mhm.
and mostly it's the content creators. I know that PP used it for take that bitch rent. I don't like why that bitch ain't said she said so, or she was over in somebody else's thing, or she agreed with them when they talked about me, and I was like, oh, do you remember the one time she went to come on somebody and took everybody's wrench?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
When look, she took Black's wrench. She my Black don't support me. But he was support. I said, ain't nobody gonna support me, and there's people that support you that don't support me.
Mhm.
On that come on
Mhm.
somebody, but see, they love me more on come on somebody than they did her. And she took Black's wrench. I said, why would you take his wrench without me even knowing it? And he did this video. He did it in such a nice way. And Black Sheep. So I went and took Money Boy's wrench
Mm.
because I knew that. She told me, okay, all right, you did took my man's wrench. That was her words.
Oh, you lying.
And she said, okay, I'm gonna give Black back his wrench if you give Money Boy back. Let Money Boy. I had to barter like that. Money
Oh
Boy,
my God.
Money Boy must have been whipping into her den. I'm tired of your shit, Money Boy.
Child.
Virtually, my G, virtually.
Listen, the only way I could get her to agree to give Black Sheep his wrench back is I had to take your wrench. I do that with
Wow.
her. I do that with her hard. So, oh, okay, you got me. You are oh, you a dirty bitch. Why are you so happy about Joy's man? I'm telling
Wow.
you, I'll tell you, if that shit ever went to trial, call me on the motherfucker stand. Let me be your witness.
I know that's right. I know that's right.
I know it. I know what her not look, but don't be offended when I get up there because I have to tell a whole set conversation of what I said too. No, I'm joking.
Mike, you hate shit. Mike, you awful. You is awful.
Yeah, but
No, you said check your notifications, money boy. Well, I'm gonna get ready to get off of here because I
okay,
gotta be
yeah,
ready for your live. I gotta be ready. I got a little bit more I gotta say about this case I'm covering. Then
okay,
I'm getting
yeah.
off of here.
They bring. I got to get my meds and my food. They bring me dinner. I told them to hold it off for a minute. But listen, girl, I enjoy you as usual. I always love coming over here as
Oh,
usual.
I like you coming, Mike. Keep coming. I be in you. I might not hit the link all the time because I be on
Right.
live so much, man.
Look,
I
me too.
sometimes I just be want to enjoy a good live, so I be watching.
All right, and I'm trying to get myself. Look, let me make the announcement now on your channel that
Mm.
I will be not be associated with the state gang anymore because I'm
Okay.
not into bullying. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
look, am I doing it right? Did I do it just like him? I don't really
Uh-huh.
bullying. Um, if y'all notice, I really stepped away from the state gang because I'm
Mm-hmm.
scared as hell. And
As long as you don't go live, nigga, we good.
Wait, look. That listen. I said this motherfucker looked like he was somebody's holding up cue cards for him to read. That they was threatening him. Don't
You
fuck
never
with him.
know.
No,
He might have been. You never know. He might was intimidated by somebody. You
you
never
know.
know.
I'm gonna say this before I get off here. What I think it was is when Money Boy started going up with the subscribers and how many people was in his chat. Um, he figured that that was going to spill over to him as well,
Hmm.
and it didn't. And it did. And then when he brought you on, because he was Urban was fucking with them before you came over in there, and
Well, everybody over there was fucking with them before I came. I
look,
mean,
I felt like this. I think he wanted either to be more like how you and Money Boy fuck with each other when it comes to these live. Um, but he was just boring, and that's what a lot of people have said to me. I've never watched him, um, and so
well, the thing about it is like for anybody, and I'm saying this for anybody here, like for anybody to have an issue with me as far as Moneyboy Trey and I dynamic, that's pretty much
yeah,
asinine because Moneyboy is who he is. I'm who I am. Like me as a person, I shouldn't intimidate anybody as far as their relationship with Moneyboy because I don't have anything to do with it. Now, I'm not gonna switch up who I am or how I deliver commentary because somebody may have an issue with it. You know what I'm saying?
exactly,
Like, you can't blame me. Okay, this is the thing. Like, you can't blame me because somebody might enjoy a show with me and Moneyboy and not enjoy a show with you and Moneyboy. That's not my fault.
exactly,
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get people, but some people just, some people just petty. Some people just, they got their own issues, is what I'm trying to say. And me, myself, as a person, look, cause see, I accept everybody. I fucks with everybody as long as I know you fuck with me. Like, if I know you don't fuck with me, I don't fuck with you.
exactly,
That's
exactly.
just how it is.
And I exactly. And I'm too motherfucker old to be trying to decipher shit, figure shit out.
Yeah, I think when I get to see where somebody got so many issues, and every time I look around, you got an issue, and it's pettiness, and it's just bullshit. Like I get very uninterested very quickly.
Right. Well, look, I'm gonna get out of here and try to tie my bandana around my damn head, blow my nose because I'm
Yeah,
stuck.
cause I be looking forward to the raps. You never know how they're gonna be rapped.
I know, and I
Nigga, that
said
is not a damn bandana.
you know what it is. It is a holy cloth.
Oh God, a holy cloth.
A holy cloth.
All
All
And
right,
you
right
y'all.
need to
then.
soak that holy cloth in some miracle spring water.
Really? Yes, 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 yes. Some holy oil. But all right, y'all. I'm out. All right, I'm out.
All right. Thanks for stopping by, Mike.
All right. Okay, y'all.
Get
Peace.
better.
All right. Peace.
All right, y'all. That took a whole left turn, but it was good. It was good. It was good. I'm just gonna read the last little bit of this article, y'all, and we're gonna be done with this. I really wanted to listen to that video, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna listen to it later, and if I feel like it's something that y'all may be interested in hearing other than what we've heard so far, then maybe I'll come back and play it. But if not, we just gonna move on because I'm really, Miss Rosie, if you're still in the chat, I'm really interested into looking into Miss Rosie's what she say, step grandson. Um I want to look into that and prayers up for you and your family, Miss Rosie. That's awful. But I'm gonna look into that, and we also gotta look into that other the other story that we came across that day. I ain't forgot about that either. But I think I'm gonna be done with this. Unless that video shows something that I feel like y'all want to see, right? But hold on, I did want to finish this article just because I started it. Let me see. Um, when is the next summer party this weekend? What happened to my article, y'all? Let me find my article. Because I was at the end. Let's see. We were at, and the reason why I want to finish it, because the girl was talking, the girl who she was locked up with. who she supposedly had talked to about the case. Let's see. Um, because this was a long. I mean, this was a long, detailed article. I mean, it was long. Let's see. Why is this thing not coming up anymore? I don't get it. Hold on, y'all. Shit, we might be done because I can't get the damn article to come back up. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Okay. Hey, AS. Good to see you, sis. How you doing? I hope everybody hit the like button for you, girl. And you can still feel free to support the channel. I'm almost there, y'all. I had to go through all that I've already read. We're almost at the end. The morning of the murders. What about the red flags? Tell mama bye bye. Okay, here it is. Okay, here we go. This is now we getting into the girl that was in jail, locked up with her, who she says sort of kind of I guess was telling her about what she had done, right? So the jury also heard Monday morning from a woman who was in thank you T who was incarcerated at the Bi-State jail with Parker in December 2020, 2 months after Parker's arrest. Shauna Ray Yeager was in for a probation violation and working as a trustee at the jail. She sent a letter to the DA's office in March telling them Parker told her some details about what happened on the morning of the murder. Yeager testified that Parker told her about how she initially tried to use a knife that was in Hancock's home on the morning of the murders to cut the baby out, but found that it was not working the way she wanted it to. Yeager testified that Parker told her she went out to her car to get the scalpel blade she kept in a medical kit in her purse to finish the job. Parker allegedly told Yeager, now why she would go to jail and confess all this. A lot of people do this though. It's weird to me. Like they go to jail and they confess their whole crime. Yeager told the jury Parker said to her she headed to the hospital. Wait a minute. I skipped the part. Hold on. Yeager testified that Parker told her she went out to her car to get the scalpel blade she kept in a medical kit. Okay. Parker allegedly told Yeager that she placed the baby up against Reagan's cheek and told the baby to tell mama bye. Sick bitch. Yeager told the jury Parker said, wait a minute. Yeager told the jury Parker said to her she headed to the hospital with the baby so she could get a record of her birth. She also told Yeager she pulled over when the baby stopped breathing and did not mention that she stopped because she had gotten pulled over. She said she tucked the cord into her pants and that the EMS crews assumed the baby was hers, I'm sorry. While Yeager testified that she did not receive anything in return for the information she provided about the case to the prosecutor's office, Harrison, which is the defense attorney, noted that she sent the letter to the DA's office while she was hoping to have her probation reinstated. Yeager acknowledged that she was hoping to get out with time served on her charges in Bowie County, as well as charges in Cass and Miller County, but she did not hear back from the DA's office until after she served her time. So actually, she wasn't getting anything in return. She had served her time. After testimony wrapped up Friday, Parker's defense team immediately moved for a directed verdict, essentially asking the judge to throw out the capital murder charge against her. They argued that a fetus that has not been born is not alive under Texas law and therefore cannot be kidnapped. But man, listen, that's dumb because she delivered the baby. The baby was breathing when she delivered the baby, and she took the baby while the baby was breathing. That's kidnapping. And the baby initially died. I mean, come on. Judge John Tidwell denied that request, and the defense rested its case without bringing a single witness. So the defense didn't even put on a defense. Taylor Parker confirmed she had been informed of her right to testify and declined to take the stand. I know she did. Her mother, who featured prominently as one of Parker's fake personas, is on the witness list for the state, but did not take the stand during the guilt or innocent phase of the trial. The trial is set to resume with opening arguments. And of course, this was before the trial was over. We do know now that the trial is over. She was found guilty and she got sentenced to death. So that's the end of that article, y'all. Like I said, as far as the video, it's a video on YouTube entitled In-Depth Look at the Trial. Now I'm gonna watch that video and see if anything is in it that we hadn't already, read about or whatever, and then I'll play it. If not, I'm gonna move on. This case is horrendous. The woman is sick. She's been sick for a long time. I don't know why people ain't see it, but who child? R.I.P. to Reagan and her baby. Let me put her picture up again so y'all can see Reagan. She was beautiful. She had another child. She was married. Yeah, it's sad. That's Reagan. But anywho, y'all, that's it. That's it. That's all. So, with that being said, we're gonna get out of here. If I was a defense attorney, I would have declined that case. You know what? I guess, can you believe it or not, there's some defense attorneys that defend people worse than her. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute, y'all. All right, y'all, I'm back. Like I was saying, Candy, yeah, it's some defense attorneys that I guess it's all about their job and the money. You know what I'm saying? It's what they do. We need defense attorneys. Believe it or not, we do so. But anyway, all right, y'all, that's it. I appreciate y'all sticking in here with me. I thank y'all so very, very much. Okay, thank y'all for supporting me. I appreciate it. Um, I will see y'all over in Michael Allen's live if y'all going over there. I will see y'all later in State Land. I don't even think Money Boy has scheduled his live yet. But yeah, with that being good night, E Bruce. With that being said, we're gonna get out of here. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all please be safe, be blessed, never stressed. Please continue to pray for all of the true siblings we know that are in need of prayer, including Miss Rosie. In this story that I'm about to dive into, and I got a feeling it's a doozy, but I'm going to do it. Shout out to Miss Rosie. With that being said, I'm going to get out of here. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all, and I will see y'all in the morning. I will be live in the morning with an hour of power. I think it may be R&B day tomorrow, but I'll see. Good night, K-Shell. Good night, everybody. I'll see y'all later out here in these streets. And with that being said, I love y'all. Good night, Greg. Greg, we continue to pray for your beautiful baby girl, and I'm so happy that she's okay, boo. So happy she's okay. All right, and we're gonna continue to pray for her, okay? Love you, Greg.
My feet up, my feet up, my feet up. The trap I'm doing me. Hey, yo, keep back with my feet up in the trap I'm doing me. My feet up, I'm doing me. My feet up. Hey, yo, keep back with my feet up in the trap I'm doing me. Keep my distance from these suckers, I can't let them ruin me. Drug dealer, pimps and hustlers, they the ones influence me. 13 jumped off the porch with drugs is insurance. Hey, yo, keep back with my feet up. Keep back with my feet up. Keep back with my feet up in the trap I'm doing me. Hey, yo, keep back with my feet up. Keep back with my feet up. Drug dealer, pimps and hustlers, they the ones influence me. Way to work naked like a skinny dipping, no cross to needed for this crucifixion. Fold out, couple screws missing. Paranoid, leaving superstition. No paper in the river fishing. Need a stove, waiting in the kitchen without a diamond, still shine glisten. Selling around so everybody itching. All is strong, trying to for a mission. Mathematics, never addiction. Bad luck like a bad kid, one of the few still a better street, no matter what. Never act different, no GPS, but they back tripping. Money cup, guess I'm back slipping like that's the kid, I guess I'm back a hey, yo, keep back with my feet up in the trap, I'm doing me. Keep my distance from these suckers, I can't let them ruin me. Drug dealer, pimps and hustlers, they the ones influence me. 13 jumped off the porch with drugs, is influence. Hey, yo, keep back with my feet up, keep back with my feet up. Keep back with my feet up in the trap, I'm doing me. Hey, yo, keep back with my feet up, keep back with my feet up. Drug dealer, pimps and hustlers, they the ones influence me.
I was riding the tours, dreaming on the way. Got a night that up on them another day. Go by the escape, pop run it up. Back down with the dudes, shout out to the lake. We reach out and rally, it's the run it up. Rock run it up, rock step run it up. I'm a star cloud now, I'm an anime. Roll run it, show money, get it straight up. Black brother finna kill, at me run away. Riding on the six, 9 person on the day. I was counting money way back on the day. 7 8 with a boy, money boy train. HD lifestyle, let me run it up. 4 glitter, rock chrome, handcuff. Being legal, I carry 34 days. Sick of time, nigga gotta
hey, yo, keep back with my feet up in the trap, I'm doing me. Keep my distance from these suckers, I can't let them ruin me. Drug dealer, pimps and hustlers, they the ones influence me. 13 jumped off the porch with drugs, is influence. Hey, yo, keep back with my feet up, keep back with my feet up. Keep back with my feet up in the trap, I'm doing me. Hey, yo, keep back with my feet up, keep back with my feet up. Drug dealer, pimps and hustlers, they the ones influence me. Hey, yo, keep back with my feet up in the trap, I'm doing me. Keep my distance from these suckers, I can't let them ruin me. Drug dealer, pimps and hustlers, they the ones influence me. 13 jumped off the porch with drugs, is influence. Hey, yo, keep back with my feet up, keep back with my feet up. Keep back with my feet up in the trap, I'm doing me. Hey, yo, keep back with my feet up, keep back with my feet up. Drug dealer, pimps and hustlers, they the ones influence me.
My feet up, my feet up, my feet
The trap, I'm
up.
doing me. Hey, yo, keep back with my feet up in the trap, I'm doing me.
My feet up.
I'm doing